Okay, welcome to our next game of Pathfinder. We're up to session number 113, or season 6, episode 5. And that was the soundboard for the actual book we are playing, the Skinshaw Murders, with it being one of the particular encounters of it, which is interesting using official released content. It is the date of the 8th of the 7th month of the year 4710. And at the table today we have Peter.
Greetings! I am playing the amazing Lord Willy Wong Kenobi. Monk. Ex-resident of Yangahoth, the city of dwarves, and husband, at least for the short term, of Ruby Wong Kenobi. That may change shortly.
I'm sure even if you die, you're not released.
I'm not thinking about dying, I'm thinking about her finding out what we did and then getting the shits and murdering me.
Won't stop her being your wife.
Well, okay, that's one way to look at it, I suppose. I'm kind of thinking that when I get to the other side, I'll be like, I divorce you! You murdered me! But look after the kids.
It would be an interesting outcome. Online today, we have Jeremy.
Good evening all, yes, I'm playing Zarpok Kalingamol, the gnome-ish alchemist, but more importantly, Thassilonian law expert within the Pathfinder Society, and Doctor Extraordinaire.
And that will be interesting to see what happens next. We have up next we have Mark.
Hi, I'm playing Scar, the Orc Barbarian, with sidekick Fang, and many different numbers of cats, depends on what time a certain cat guide mentions it to me. So yeah, I'm excited to see what our great leader has discovered and told us what we need to do. So.
Are you a great former leader?
Oh, sorry, Elf Girl, yeah. All the information Elf Girl's got, yeah.
Speaking of the former leader, we have M.
She's putting me to bed at the moment.
In which case, we shall move on to the new leader, Josh.
Hello, I'm Josh Perry Hotter, the bossest leader known to man.
That's a big call.
It's a big call.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how your leadership goes this session.
Yes.
Whether or not your plot armor survives your leadership. And also online we have Ross.
Yes, I play Andre, one in dark leather or heavy leather armor, heavy cloak, abundant array of daggers, and also a halberd around his back. Wondering when the next person is going to die at the hands of this group.
Is that where they say...
Filling out the paperwork.
I do have this feeling that one of the characters may say, look in the mirror. Fill in the paperwork. Because, hey, currently you're a witness to some of their atrocities.
What atrocity? What?
Well, murder in the street.
I didn't see that one.
You came across the body.
I came across the body, but I'll soon find out who the murderer is.
It was like that when I got here.
And I'm sure they didn't really mean to do it will go down well in the Hell Knight's court.
Yeah.
Did you murder them? Well, I didn't really mean to do it.
I didn't mean to, but yeah.
I just meant to render them unconscious. Or run away in fear. The fact that their spine shattered, well, that wasn't my fault.
It's so not fair on him who can't talk right now.
I know, that's the best time to do it, isn't it?
Mm.
I'm sure we'll hear from it when the former fearless leader comes back. So, who wants to do the rundown of what you did last session?
It sounds like a job for fearless leader, X-Core talent.
The funny thing is, I can't remember much of last session.
That's
Or
because
getting
we
mud.
got. No, that's because we got drunk at the pub
Yeah,
and
very
we
drunk.
did a lot of singing and karaoke
Yeah,
while other people were off doing secret thieves stuff.
That's right. We were definitely, yeah, that's right.
And we want to
Garpop was doing important research.
And
Yeah,
Scarcy
his name was exploding in the background.
La 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 la, that was Scarcy. Yeah. Very proud of him.
I was when la 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 la.
He tried to go up the upper tones, I think.
He can sing a falsetto.
He's sure he's not the screech music style.
Yeah, maybe kind of on the death metal side, possibly.
If you're going to sing it, you sing it loud.
There's a lot of headbanging involved with that, I think. So.
Yes, I'm sure the rest of your audience didn't enjoy the getting their head banged into by the orc very much.
No, I'll just bang my own head, not bang on people's heads. Yeah. I'll be very specific if I was banging on somebody else's heads. No, they were very nice to me in that pub, so I was very happy with that.
yeah, they were very nice.
Okay, so you had your rogue go off and investigate and almost leave the party for a time.
Permanently.
That's a time. But did manage to come back and say she had scouted the what's called the shadow clock, because it's the clock in the shadows under the in the area known as the Underbridge.
Oh.
Elf Girl will definitely leave us. She's just a team player.
Is this shadow clock regularly maintained and keep good time?
No.
Oh, you need to go out twice a day.
I'm not even sure that's correct, because I believe the clock does move, so it may never
right.
actually be correct. It may actually be behind and slowly getting further and further behind, and maybe in a couple of years or so it might be correct for one day at one time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Depending on how much slower or faster it actually is.
yeah. And what did fearless leaders or ex-leaders reconnaissance of this shadow clock provide?
The location. Lots and lots of information that there's a location you can go to.
Okay.
Didn't actually go in, so was probably good they didn't go in because there were people there.
Mm-hmm.
And the shadows that she has spoken to generally don't report anyone leaving who enters.
Fair enough.
So what does our fearless, buffest leader known to man have to say about all this?
It's interesting, and just trying to get my head around location-wise and what kinds of threats could be out there.
Just realised I had.
Oh, I mean, we're still in Magma, aren't we?
Yeah, we're still at Magnemar.
And the side you've been made last.
But was this debriefing about the potential for, like, evil, nasty things to be in there? So,
Isn't that why we're going?
probably. We'll probably end up going there. So,
We will smite whatever evil comes our way. I don't really smite as a barbarian, but it's,
I was about to say, smiting as barbarian, what?
Okay, so the place you're wanting to go to is hidden behind this pillar, underneath the Iris band.
Oh, well, in that case, the Garthok can go, hey, I had a chance to look back at you and keep being stuck down in the big location right now, for the last 12, 18 months.
So basically, you got to go down this long path, and then underneath the actual main bridge itself, which is where the slums of McNamara are located. Because for most of the day, it's in shadow. Some passes over the
It's
top.
perfectly fit to go and investigate areas around the Europe band again, because, hey, they said they've been there for a while. Look, he's got much more knowledge and information about Thassilonian now, and he's ready to pick up on extra details that may have been missed previously.
And the info you had gathered was that the guilds and the Seven Brothers report here.
Mm-hmm.
So the Thieves Guild itself is reporting to someone here.
Good.
So, a important person in the shadows. What could go wrong with that?
Yes. So, am I right in thinking that we're about to do something unfortunate to whoever it is that's providing our ex-leader's guild with direction?
Pretty much.
And how does she feel about that?
So far, has been rather quiet on that side.
Wonder if she's going to maintain her silence.
Quite possibly.
Yeah.
I'm sure it won't matter too much in the scheme of things if the leadership gets gutted.
Yeah.
But I'm sure there'll be a long list of things to go over when former fearless leader makes it back onto the audio.
Yeah.
I'm sure we can negotiate out of this situation.
Okay, so does everyone have everything they need?
As far as I'm aware, yep.
I will just ask Lady how much if she's got any spare potions she doesn't need at the moment, or when we get rid of.
Garthok happy to provide potions. What do you want?
Potions of healing.
Fairly healing, yeah.
Yeah. No worries.
Oh,
Of course, realistically, I can stitch you up.
Oh, hang on. What about potions that can see invisible things?
She doesn't have a lot of those sort of potions around.
Oh, I'm going to ask Ralph as well, just because he's a potion guru, according to what I know.
Can you
Why
see
not?
dead things?
I can, every time I look at the party.
So I just asked her, so do you have any of those potions that can see things that we not?
I've got potions to make you see there, yeah, no worries.
Okay, cool. I'm just going to take it on his face value, or voice value. Okay, good. I do actually have 2 potions on, so. I had to double check my character sheet, yeah. That's good. Now,
You know, it's easier to be invisible than it is to see invisible.
That's right. I'm going to learn how to do snare, so back in a second.
Yep, they don't have a potion of seeing visibility in the base book anymore. I'm not sure if they had it in the old one either. Oh.
No. When Sandpoint confidently said he's got potions to make you see better, was the fact that I looked down my list of formulas and I've got the Eagle Eye Elixir.
Yep.
Which I think just gives you a slightly better perception. I actually just looked up the rules to find out what does he actually do.
Bonus of +1 to perception or +2 to find secret doors and traps.
Yeah, I think so. Makes it helps you see better. Just like you said.
Ah, we should give that to our rogue. The eagle potion, so you can actually detect traps.
What would they want to do that for?
Wow, that's worse than what I used to get. Wow. Okay.
Yeah, this just sounds like crazy talk to me.
I mean, I used to cop a lot for quarter, but this is just going too far.
You know these people, they haven't really gone all as far as they are willing to go. Okay, so yes, that they're not able to give you any extra items on that sense.
That's okay. If you don't ask, you don't know. I think.
And would Em like to introduce herself now that she seems to be off mute?
Yes. Hello. I play Thassilonian, or Ruler as I am currently known by. I was the fearless leader who didn't like her job, and through a series of unfortunate events, had that taken away from me, and I'm so torn up about it. I went and did some roguey stuff with my guild. I didn't get kicked out or demoted right down to the beginner level again. But apparently, fighting for your life in a weird ass dungeon for a year doesn't lead to asking many questions about family and that kind of thing. So
Being stuck with people down with the only person you never talk to, you don't actually talk to them.
I mean, most of the time I was either keeping a watch or, doing roguey things so we didn't die.
Sort of sounded like you just tolerated their presence.
I like Scar. He's my friend.
Glad I didn't get anything was in that time when you did the test, but that's okay. Scar thinks you're a wonderful person because you listen to Scar. That's what I think anyway. You're the famous elf killer. So, okay.
And do you remember anything of your investigations of the clock tower?
My rogue senses told me that this was a not good place, and that I should yeah, that it was not a place that I should go. I should go inside and investigate.
Definitely not alone.
Yeah, certainly not alone. A very dangerous feeling coming from that clock tower. So, yes, that's kind of about it, I think.
Yes, how bad could it be is one of those things a lot of people say.
How bad could it be? What could possibly go wrong?
triggers trap at the front door because they'd be able to search for traps.
Oh, if I don't use the key that he given.
Right, fine, I get it. I'm not gonna live that one down.
No, you're not. You really. I remember when
You know, the
you
first thing I do,
knock on the front door. I'm gonna jump the fence. Yeah.
In the middle of the day.
I will ask on the way, do you have a key this time? I will ask that question. And I'll give you a nice pat on the back when I say it, as it's just a joking gesture.
No, I don't. Thank you for asking.
That's okay. Just making sure you're on track. I'll give you a thumbs up and we keep walking.
Okay, as you're getting close to the clock tower, you can see the dawn starting to arrive. So you've been, you've gotten ready to get out before the crack of dawn.
Not we can tell we were in the shadow of the clock tower. We were in the shadow of the US band.
The sun rises and hits the area, and it's only until the sun's been up for about 2 hours before it no longer provides light underneath.
Oh, okay, so our fearless leader had cleverly taken us to the site at the time of maximum light. I like it.
Yes, you can thank Parry for that.
Yeah.
And a question I had.
I mean, pretty much everyone knows that we're here.
Do I feel comfortable bringing my pet along with me?
Did you bring your pet along? That's up to you.
I would like to bring Fang along.
Okay, Fang is rubbing right up against you with that this place smells bad sort of attitude.
Yeah, that's okay. I'm used to it. That's okay.
Okay. I'm assuming you brought along Giant, because...
No.
I'm not Giant you.
Well, I'd say I would have said Giant, look after Zarkov, and then I'll get... Yeah. I don't know how this turned around for you having your own now, but yeah, okay, we'll go with it.
I don't think there was this question asked. I think it was just assumed and happened.
I had a feeling, and it's like, I'm going, it's I'm used to this craziness from our certain friend.
That's not the way that Zarkov was aimed to have happened.
That's fair enough. As long as you don't mistreat Giant, I'm okay. As soon as you mistreat him, then we'll have good words, okay?
But you mean do something other than waiting? Expected to be there when I need you?
The terms are to be discussed, okay, so let's put it that way.
All good.
Okay.
Though technically, Giant does belong to Willie as the inheritor of Doozer.
I'm happy with that.
Yes.
I'm happy with the way he's being treated, so please continue.
Okay. The technicality is a bit loose, so I'm going to go with that one, but yeah, okay. I'll go with whatever the DM says, okay. So,
Well, Doomsday never met Scar or all the others, so can't actually have called any of them the inheritors of Doozer's estate.
I thought my animal check was good enough, that's all. That's okay.
Whether or not the animal likes you or not, it was still technically owned by one of the characters.
I have to teach you
Okay.
that.
The fact that Scar is the one that's actually looking after it and feeding it regularly, keeping it all maintained, doesn't change the fact that Garthok assumed that he'd met and really knows it belongs to him. We just leave it to you to actually look after.
No problem with that.
All the responsibility and none of the fun.
If I ever get to talk to John about all the things we got up to with Rose, then we might have some things going on too, I feel.
Okay, so as you get sight of the what's known as the Shadow Clock, it is a blackened Goliath underneath the Irispan itself. It is next to one of the supports a sagging clock tower looks more like a dying structure of weathered stone wood and rusted metal supports that teeters to an unlikely height of over 180 feet. High above, near the tower's roof and barely 5 feet from the Irispan's stony belly, a tangle of scaffolding sits near a section of the structure that has fallen away. The tower's clock face is currently showing 3 o'clock, which is not the actual time. While above a stone statue of an angel, her wings crumbling, leans precariously, almost as if she were preparing a final leap from her decaying perch.
Just don't blink.
And there is a current pool in the slum area of how many people will be killed by the clock tower coming down.
The clock tower is not a Thassilonian build, I'm assuming.
It is not. It has been built since Thassilonian and by the people of Magnemar as a shining beacon in the horrid area of the slums.
Shining beacon.
Well, it was when they built it.
Yeah.
But some corners get cut here and there.
You can't pay much more attention to the stonework of the Irispan and its pieces, so.
And rumours are that this place is haunted. So, did any of you pick up Andre along the way? Because Andre wasn't in the Pathfinder Lodge.
Harry would make sure all party members were with the party.
Gotta have everyone here if you
Okay, so Andre gets woken up in the mid-morning before even sun's up and dragged out of bed by his superiors to fulfill the Pathfinder obligation. And he's basically shoved out the door, half-dressed, with his gear.
Wake up, slaps.
And has that bleary look of what the hell's happening because no one's told him anything.
So, what's going on?
We're trying to feed the Irispan. A marvelous piece of acting. I don't look at it carefully yet this stage, but okay, that comes from the part of the Thassilonian, and there's some spectacular workmanship involved. Let's look at this over here.
And I also whisper in his ear, get ready for more paperwork.
Yeah.
Though I do believe Swift may want to have put in some money onto that bet for what happens when the clock tower comes down. So how many people did Swift say would die when the tower came down?
Sorry, what was the question?
How many people will the clock tower kill when it comes down? As part of your life in Magnemar, you would have placed a bet at some point.
Yeah, you're in the pool.
Oh, I'm in the pool? Oh, I'm gonna say 89 people.
And in the pool, did you also estimate when the clock tower was going to fall down? And was it today in about 30 minutes?
Possibly, maybe like 2 to 3 years. Let's just say that.
Yeah, you made this bet a couple of years ago, didn't you?
Yeah, sorry, within 2 to 3 years, like a couple of years ago.
Yeah, no, so it's just within we now understand exactly why it is, but suddenly our ex-fearless leader says, oh yeah, that's just what we've got to check out. Your pool's about to run out, and it's time for it to collapse.
And don't worry, there is an orphanage next door.
Thank God, get in the orc.
Next door. Why? Why do you need to do these things to us? I mean, sorry.
Save the
And on the other side, there is a hospice for the
Criminally insane.
for the military that have been injured over the years.
I was going to say it's a hospice for the homeless, but you know.
No, I was thinking
But
the tower falls
you gotta
over,
remember,
damages the
you gotta remember when it comes to
hospice.
orphans,
They all escape and kill everybody. They're kind of murder spree. And it's all our fault.
but you gotta remember when it comes to orphans, I mean, it's really their fault. I mean, to lose one parent's unfortunate. To lose two, you're going to be careless.
I'm sure if you tell them that, they will completely agree. Okay, so while you think about how you'd like to approach this, I'm just going to duck to the bathroom and give you a chance to figure that out.
So we should do some reconnaissance to make sure there's nothing. We need our health girl to do the proper checks over. We walk in the front door.
I agree.
Isn't that what I did yesterday? And I was like, my spidey senses are tingling, and this is not a good place.
Yeah, but you haven't got. We need to go further than that.
Yes.
Going further than that is
We
going
need to investigate
inside.
why it's a bad place.
Yes. We need more details. Simple.
You can't just walk up, look at it, and go, ooh, it's spooky, and then walk away and come back to us saying, it's spooky.
When you drag Zarfox attention away from the Iris band, thinking if people start thinking about being wicked, you say, no, look, Iris band's solid, it's been there for 10,000 years, it's not going anywhere, tough. Then drag attention off to this shadow clock, you go, oh yeah, that's not going to be for 10,000 years.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to go inside that, be looking right up, and how high do you think that was? I'm sure it was tall.
Yeah, it's tall. Sorry, my brain is not working today.
180 feet tall.
180 feet, there you go.
And I believe I'll go with Willie's suggestion and say there's also a mental asylum located on the other compass point behind it.
For the homicidally insane.
Oh, good. So be able to release all the arcane asylum prisoners.
So it's either the orphanage, the asylum, or the veterans. I'm sure either one is deserving of winning Swift her money.
Or just a random pour water. They're packed in like sardines anyway, so. So if we're going in there, we're going up or down?
She does not know.
There's up looks risky. Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I don't have like a layout or anything.
I should be able to get a better look at the underspan of the Iris band from up the top of that. So, yeah.
When I was doing my investigation, basically all I got was what is the brothers 7, or like my guild is talking to reporting to a brothers 7 person here.
That is
But I
correct.
don't know anything more than that.
Because you're not high enough in the guild to gain that level of information.
Yep. And I didn't get, oh no, because they were basically like, go forth and find out. And that was kind of all I got.
I'm sure it's not part of the test.
No, not at all.
And hey, I'm sure if you kill them, you'll be well welcomed back into the guild.
What could go wrong?
is there an obvious entrance at the base of this tower, or
There is.
do you need to walk around the edge to actually find out if there's a left obvious entrance?
So there's scaffolding near the top of the clock tower. There is a main entrance at the bottom of the tower itself, a big door.
Mm-hmm.
So you could probably scale the tower and go in through one of the broken regions. Because hey, why go in the front doors when you don't have to?
Oh, good. What's the sort of how big the base of the tower?
About 70 feet by 70 feet.
Okay. And can we walk all around the base?
You can, because hey, it is. People have learnt not to build right beside it, because when they did, stones would fall on them. So that's why the bet is for the tower collapsing, because then it's going to hit something, whereas random stones won't. And they're sure the angel is going to, usher someone into the afterlife when it hits them. So that's a very unfortunate touch by an angel situation.
Impaled by an angel.
Garbock's happy to take a look around the base of the tower, go around do a circuit, see if there's any good ways of climbing up to the nearest band up there on the outside.
It won't actually reach all the way to
the.
It won't actually reach all the way up to the Eris band, but you can get a good close look at the Eris band from underneath.
That's what Garbock's looking for, to get to the top of. Get a bit of look there. Okay. But there's only one entrance up to the base.
There is only one entrance on the base itself. It is a big set of double doors that you would expect even a ogre could fit through.
Okay.
No foreshadowing whatsoever with that statement.
That's right. And not that Garbock was specifically listening at that point when he was doing the circuit, but you didn't hear anything on the inside as he was going around?
Well, considering the sounds of people waking up and getting stuff done while they have light is filling the entire area down here with the smells of the open sewerage, because their sewer lines don't work, and the sounds of vermin moving about. You barely even hear your own footsteps.
I've heard that. Or rather, giant footsteps. Do we get any reaction from people when we're apparently looking around the tower?
Anyone who sees you walk towards the tower will sort of turn around and go the other way.
Okay.
Okay, I've got something I want to do.
Darthrop is an admirer of the architecture.
And what does Scar wish to do? What does Scar wish to do?
Scar's basically going to do a survival check using survey wildlife to see if I can determine what kind of stuff's coming around through the front entrance. It's a 10-minute check, and it's a hidden DC based on. It's a DC determined by the GM, and based on the signs there, I'll just do a survival check on that.
Okay.
I can roll it out.
Give me the check. It's not a secret check, is it?
I didn't say secret in the whole thing, so.
I am assuming this is a specialty of yours, not a general skill check.
Yeah, it's a background skill feat. We'll be a 25 on the dog. 25.
Okay, you believe that a dog of unusual size has passed through near the doorway recently.
I saw it, I know exactly what you mean. Yeah, I was looking for other kind of things, but it sounds like there's dog feet on the road, so yeah.
Well, the dog is the biggest thing that has moved through here recently.
That's fair enough. That's all good. I thought I'd give it a go.
Whether you can find any tracks underneath the door fence, different question.
No other tracks leapt to your notice.
That's okay. I just thought I'd give it a go. So.
Absolutely.
Is there anything that, like if I delve around the tower and see if I can find any hidden entrances or basically gather information about it?
So you're going to go head off into the population and start asking questions.
Where are you running off to now?
Gather information is a interpersonal social thing.
Well, I mean, I have a skill or a feat. One of the two. Let me just get my character sheet up because that would really help.
That would help. Strange how that works.
Yeah, real strange. No, that's not mine. That's mine. I have a skill feat, discreet inquiry. You are subtle in your efforts to learn things you need to know. When gathering information, you can hide the true subject of your inquiry among other topics of little interest. You.
And which skill does it use?
Sorry?
Which skill does that one use?
Without increasing the difficulty of the check, or taking more time to gather information. Trying to gather information to determine if someone who's asking around about the topic in question must succeed the deception.
So it is a deception check. So you get to use this
normal DC to gather information about requiring. I mean, it doesn't actually say. It doesn't actually say what skill to use.
Information.
Yeah, it just says like if anyone tries to ask, like, oh, has anyone asked about this? They have a higher DC against my deception, or the normal DC to gather information about your inquiries, which I presume would be
Check or something there.
yeah, like society or
So is this
maybe diplomacy or something. Yeah, I'm not sure.
So which feat is this one from? Your rogue skills?
Of the skill feat. Is it a rogue one? No, I think
Detective, that's right.
Then what was the feat called again?
Discreet inquiry. I think it's in the Player Core 2 book on page 229.
Discreet inquiry. So it is deception or diplomacy. So it is an actual deception use mainly. But hey, it will work either way. I can make it work. So, you wish to go asking the locals?
Yeah, but I will ask topics like, has, has the orphanage, had any troubles with falling rocks from this tower?
And is your fearless leader happy for you to go take 2 hours out of your day to go do this?
That's a good question. Job is currently cooking, so.
So I'm assuming
presumably we will likely doing the daylight for not like 2 hours.
Because the 2 hours would be the daylight window gone by the time you finish.
And to be honest, if this thing is haunted, I don't know if in terms of haunts and stuff, whether nighttime, daytime is a good or a bad thing.
I mean, either way, we don't have to go in today either, do we? We just need to find out, like, what this tower is about. We don't have to actually go into it, right?
That's no fun. We should go in.
Or, okay, technically, if you're talking about doing 2 hours of talking to people and asking them about the tower, possibly that was part of your investigation yesterday, wasn't it? When you wouldn't actually go into the tower, but you told them to go, what is the tower?
Martin, have I actually heard of this tower?
Okay, so that would be to make it a society check for you.
Yeah, I actually do have that skill. That's 24.
Just looking to see if the recall knowledge is a secret roll or not.
Oh, okay.
Recall knowledge is a secret skill. So what is your bonus?
Plus 10.
Okay, so nope, this hasn't really come up in your learning of Magnuma, as it has nothing to do with the church.
Okay. And they think it's haunted.
Rumors are that it's haunted, but it's
Okay.
not rumors that the church has been hit with, but it's something that the thieves talk about.
Okay. Can I sense anything?
And what are you using to sense?
I'm using my innate ability of spirit sense.
How? Yes, but I don't have it right before me. So if you say you can sense the spirit, can you sense the spirit in the solar system?
Okay. You open your mind to the metaphysical, enabling you to sense nearby spirits. Even if you aren't searching, you get a check to find.
Okay, so yes, you sense a spirit nearby. You're just not exactly sure how nearby it is because I still have no distance to go.
My range is 30 feet.
You should have started with that one.
Yeah.
Because in 30 feet, unless you're up against the side of the tower, you're unlikely to sense anything inside the tower. And as the tower goes up 180 feet, you're not going to tell if there's something in anything above the 30-foot mark. That's assuming that...
And someone on the TV
nothing at the
or
ground.
in the background?
I
They can hear coming through.
I believe Ariadna's talking in the kitchen, so you may be hearing the conversation in the kitchen.
No, yeah, I was gonna say it doesn't sound like Ariadna, but yeah, anyway, it was just weird stuff that's coming through is making it a bit, just making it a bit hard to hear everyone.
It's the spirits.
It's the spirits.
Are you still hearing it?
Okay, now I can hear Ariadna.
Yep.
So it's something else.
Remember, protect the traps.
Okay, so yes, you are...
Remember, you're a rogue.
Where's the fun in that?
No, I know, right?
Okay, so yes, are you doing your 2-hour investigation? Or did you potentially do that the night before while everyone was sleeping?
No, I want to do that during the day while people are actually up and about because, actually asking the locals seems more logical than asking no one.
And did you check with your fearless Buffers leader known to man before doing so?
Suppose so. Hey, I have this great idea about discreetly inquiring with the locals about what like if they're having any issues with this tower or that, and see if I can get some information.
I don't know exactly what was stated. So why didn't you do this yesterday when you decided to reconnaissance in quotation marks?
Because she reconnaissed after midnight.
Yeah, because no one was awake, and the sun is up now, and it's a good time to ask the locals now.
Did those local bars happen?
Do you see any local bar taverns around here?
You could go to the Orphanage or the Insane Asylum or the Veterans Hospice.
Yeah, why don't you go to the estate asylum? Get right in.
And I'd rather ask, I don't know, like the orphanage or maybe the veterans, because, you know, they might be having more problems with the tower than, say, the crazy people. Who knows? That's why I want to ask them while they're awake and doing stuff while it's light.
Well, what's the worst that can happen?
Yeah.
Fall on us.
What's the worst that can happen?
What's the worst that can happen? You know, the rogue can get out a dart gun and turn someone's spinal cord.
My wife could come riding up.
On the bright side, she's unlikely to come to this neighbourhood.
No, but she's likely to send her troops here.
Possibly, yes. Or just the Kraken. So I didn't hear from our buffest leader known to man what the plan is.
I mean, I don't really want to hesitate for 2 hours, but
You do know that is the probably the length of light you have.
yeah.
I mean, as I said, we don't have to go in today. If the people are out and about, it makes sense to gather information. That's part of the thing we're supposed to do with Pathfinder, as well as the rogue's whole deal.
Depends on if Harry thinks that any further planning will assist.
I mean, it would help to maybe, yeah, I mean, getting as much information about this place prior would probably help us in the long run. So I don't see why talking to the people around would hinder any efforts of us actually investigating this area. So I'm
Good. Well, example was, he was doing the circuit of the tower itself at that point. He was looking at the door. He can't whether he can from the inside or not, but assuming he doesn't, then we got it. And he kept talking about, we should talk to people. I said, okay, let's go. And then he all walked off for the closest like this. Hey!
So,
what's going on with this tower? No one's got down recently.
So Zarthropy's gone to gather information as well.
Yeah, but he's going for the 2-minute investigation.
You mean he just doesn't knock on the door and ask them for information?
Well, apparently we're asking others first. They didn't know he got there.
Okay, so fearless buffest wizard known to man watches Zarthrop go off, start asking questions.
I mean, that's the way this party rolls.
I'm sure this is nothing a fireball can't solve.
I turn to the rogue and I say, someone's outstriking you in the information gathering department.
The question is, what do we find from this random person that he don't up to 13? Riding his good dog. This tower's interesting. It's going to fall down yet.
Okay, so when you ask about the tower, they look at it in fear and shriek and run off.
I come back and tell, okay, tower's scary, we ready now?
Trying to like face palms and like just the not.
I mean, to be honest, that was probably the reaction that Harry was expecting. No, that thing's evil. I'm not going to talk about it.
Let's go. Hey, I know I can get a good look at the Earth fan at the top there. The other side of the Earth fan. I haven't seen that card yet. Let's go.
Yeah. I'm all for going in, so.
So you have enough intel, you're ready to go.
The rogue is very against, surprisingly, going in blind.
It's spooky. That's the best you're going to get from all the locals here.
No, because I'm not going to ask them directly about the tower. Because, you know...
You have skills.
Yeah, like, that's not how you inquire about the thing you want to find out about.
What do you mean? If you want to know, actually, you ask about it. If it's about Thassilonian, I can tell you if you like. You know, it's really very, you start going off on a weird tangent.
If he starts doing that, I'll look at Giant, and Giant kind of just shoves it around a bit so he stops for a second.
Yeah, so if I can, and I look at the fearless leader and kind of raise my eyebrow, like, do we want to actually find out good information, or do we just want to die, essentially?
Depends on where you're going to get this good information from. I mean,
I was going to start with, like, possibly the matriarch or whoever is looking after the orphanage.
And while you mention that, I'll go and whisper in your ear. I can bring Fang along, and the kids can all play with Fang while you talk to the mistress or whatever.
Sure, that's a great distraction.
Fang can be cute. Fang, be cute.
Fang starts chewing on your leg. That's cute.
Yeah, that's so cute. Oh, look at it. Oh.
And hey, because you're an orc, an inch of teeth into your leg doesn't really do much.
Okay. Children play. Okay, and I'll see if I get any reaction from Fang.
Claws come out at that point.
No.
If I get this from Harry, I'll get this from...
No. Last time we had the word fetch near a child. That didn't end well. So when you say children play, be very careful what you say.
I was going to just, with Fang on very close by me, just to interest kids just patting back a Fang. That's all I was going to do.
As long as Fang is beside you and you don't have Fang run off and play with the kids.
No, Fang, leave us on. We're just going to get off the offensive pat. No, Fang.
Hey, pouncing is play for a cat.
Garthok going to dismount from Giant and leave him near Scar, because obviously Scar will look after Giant when he's not actually riding him. And want to back up the doors of the tower and do a Lincoln and anything obvious or like essentially do a cat finding, but mainly he's not looking for a specific cat. He's really looking at, hang on, is the thing going to collapse? It's going to come and try to open the door. And if you don't find anything or hear anything, he's going to open the door.
Okay, is that a secret check?
Probably. They're doing a pretty good cat, effectively. Okay, you've got, where are we? Perception of plus 10. And it might be... And yeah, with a plus 1 circumstance to perception of the fine craft. Okay, plus 11 is the bonus.
Plus 11, okay. Listening at you're not really hearing anything inside at this stage. Too much noise out here.
Yeah. Okay.
Even with your ear pressed up against it.
Yeah. And did you find any trap?
Nothing that you could see.
Okay. I can't open the door.
Okay, it is unlocked and the door creaks open with a really loud creak.
Okay.
Shadow just like looking in absolute disbelief.
He hasn't got ears, he's got look at him.
I mean, if River wants to go gather intel for a couple of hours, then by all means, we can set up here and talk to like people nearby, the orphanage, all that kind of stuff as well. So
It's kind of pointless when we literally open the front door now, I think.
It's not like we're just looking in the front door, there's not home, so
yeah, we haven't gone
not
in.
going to care.
Looking in, you see a stairwell going up and going up at least 6 floors above you before you can't see any further. Each floor being about 20 feet in height.
Okay.
Wow.
Well, it is 180 feet tall, so...
Yeah. And it's a well-made, collared staircase. We can take a cavalry up, can we?
Sure. Give me do you have a... What's a good check for that one? I think that would definitely be a crafting check.
Crafting.
Ties. Oh no, there's no ties left. See if you can't have your coffee. I'm teasing.
Crafting, he gets plus 13.
Okay, yeah, it looks stable to you.
Is there anything else at the ground floor up in the staircase?
You can see 6 different doors into lower buildings inside, and what appears to be a cart sitting in a courtyard inside the tower. And by the looks of things, there's even a bunch of bushes growing off to the side inside the tower. And at the moment you've got some direct light still coming in.
Oh, yeah. And no one responded when they said, knock anywhere here?
No one responded, except for the echo.
Yeah. I'll turn back to it, okay? Yeah, look like no one came. If they not planning to go immediately, that's fine. Government will go and have a look over at the base of the earth and get a closer look at that area, touch stuff and think. And then we'll start looking at the idea, there's a picture up inside, but then he wants to make certain he's looking to the outside with there's actually an entrance or an exit to the outside to be able to then stand on top of that angel or something to get a good look at the earth.
There is some scaffolding up at the very top of the tower, so you think you can crawl out of the upper floors and get up on top.
Yep.
Yeah, but the scaffolding's all the way up near the top 2 floors.
Yep.
And you believe there's 8 floors above the lower floor, so it does go up quite the distance.
Okay.
That there means you're not allowed to kill everybody. Just half of them.
Be lost in studying the earth band for the next 2 hours if you want. While the light's good, you can look at the masonry and workmanship on the earth band.
Yep.
Alright, works for me. I guess I go off and do my thing. Ask as many important looking people or anyone around. Try and not make them scream and run away like somebody.
And what is your bonus again?
I'm sorry, what was that, Mum?
What is your bonus?
For which one?
Gather information.
Is that diplomacy?
Or deception. You get to choose which skill you're
is
using.
plus 13.
Okay, so you do find out that people in black robes have been moving things inside the tower.
Do the robes have any symbols on them, or they're just black robes?
They never do it during the 2 hours of light, so they only ever move under darkness.
And I didn't see them when I was here last night.
Well, the person you're talking to is never up that late, so they wouldn't really know if people do it at that time of night.
Oh no, I meant like when I was near the tower the night before. I didn't see any activity.
No, but they don't say it's constant. They just said that they have seen people do it.
Right, okay, yep.
So, Starhole, our alchemist great friend, he's just doing a search of the ground floor. Is that what I'm getting at? Or?
No, he's actually wandered off and he's looking at the base of the US-bound again.
Okay. Well, I'll just keep an eye on you, that's all.
He left the door open, right? He left the door open.
Yeah, no, but I'm just keeping an eye on you because, you always get yourself in trouble, so.
And so what is everyone else doing while Sneaky Elf is away for 2 hours?
Well, I'm playing guard for a particular gnome.
And what is Andre doing?
Well, I can't sense anything around this level. So this place is supposed to be haunted, so this area here is currently not active.
Well, unless you're standing right up against the wall, you won't sense what's inside.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, I will go up to the wall and touch it.
Well, you can look in the open door, or you can go in.
I'm sure nothing will go wrong with that if you're if you split the party.
Yeah, what could go wrong?
I thought the gnome went in.
He opened the door and looked in.
So he just opened the door and said, "Hello, is anyone there?"
That's right, and then apparently people weren't ready to go in yet, so he went off and looked at the other architecture of the much more interesting Thassilonian architecture of the US-band.
So the shadow that will be casting over this building shortly.
Yes.
I.e. the big bridge that's visible in the picture on the main screen. That we're currently under.
Yeah, so where is the tower compared to the big...
So somewhere in the ground under this bit here.
That's why I'm not keen to climb the tower, because then you get a better look at the bottom part of the bridge. The USA.
So you're going to climb the ear span and then jump across to the tower?
The other way around.
The tower that we're looking at is smaller than the ear span.
Yeah, no, it's smaller, but I mean, you sounded like you were going to climb the bridge.
No. He's thinking at the moment. He's just looking at some of the masonry at the base of those big ear span supports.
Okay.
In amongst the ball water, but he's keen to climb the clock tower, or at least go up the upper stairs, the nice secure safe stairs inside, so that then he can pop out at the top, climb up on top of that angel thing that they said was at the top, and leaning over and look perfectly safe, obviously, so that then he can look closer to the bottom of the US band and he can have a look underneath it.
Yeah, well, we know how you go with masonry and pottery. You'll end up breaking something.
Some people break masonry, but break pottery. But yeah, so the point being that you can do a search for the spirit. That'll take you 30 seconds or so.
Yeah.
Where you lose the rest for 2 hours.
Probably, we'll have it just
And
around the tap.
and how often can you do your spirit search?
It's always on.
Okay, you're not sensing any dead things in proximity to the tower.
Yeah.
So you don't see any dead people.
We don't see dead people.
Well, your cleric doesn't see dead people.
Oh, right.
He sees potential dead people, just not actually dead people.
Which is a sort of a good thing.
No, okay, right. That's good, I guess.
So I'm now going to watch the bad gnome try to what was it, scale the masonry?
No, he was drawing pictures of the main pillars of the underbridge.
Ah, he's drawing it. He's doing his usual doodling thing. Okay. So I might lean into the masonry and see if I can get a picture as well.
What, you lean into the masonry? Leap into the masonry?
No, not leap. So when he's drawing it, I'll probably try to appear in the drawing as well if he's going to draw.
So you want to stand in the area he's drawing, so he has to draw you as well?
Yeah.
Okay. So
but if he's a skilled artist, you're probably just able to just ignore it and just go off memory.
So you're trying to find a bomb.
He more says, the light's limited here, can you stand out the way of it?
He's only got 2 hours a day to be able to sketch this.
So, why are you sketching it?
It's a marvelous representative example of the Thassilonian culture. I haven't had a chance to actually look at this place for the last couple of years, so I just want to double check to make certain that there hasn't been any changes or variations, ensuring that it's actually still maintaining its integrity and going through that process.
But how long has this thing been standing here for?
About 10,000 years, approximately. There's actually some evidence to suggest that possibly it was built around the year 1217
Yep, so Zarthrop is correct. It is over 10,000 years old and was built by the gods of sin.
So basically, Zarthrop and myself are talking about all of the sin, well, some religious stuff and masonry stuff and building stuff of all this bloody.
Well, Pharasma was one of the minor gods of their pantheon.
Yeah.
I expect it's more likely Zarthrop talking and you're listening.
Yeah, and then I'll try to interject some other opinions.
Yeah, so Zarthrop talking and you're listening.
Yeah, then you put in a counter statement to my statement.
Okay, so what is Parry doing for that 2 hours? We've got the gnome and the cleric arguing.
No, there's no argument involved. Zarthrop doesn't listen enough to what Andrew's saying to respond to any of that.
So does this mean he's gnome-splaining? He's gnome-splaining. Okay, so I believe we have gnome-splaining and active listening with what is our fearless leader doing while all this is happening? As we have Scar watching intently to protect the gnome. I'm not sure if that means stopping Andre from interrupting too much.
Or possibly protect the gnome from Andre when Andre gets too annoyed with him.
What is Parry doing?
Parry's just taking a step back, observing everything that's going on. Yeah. He's probably just preparing his spells.
You mean he's not limbering up, getting all those muscles stretched so he doesn't...
that's his form of limbering up. He's just getting his spells ready and all that kind of stuff, so...
He's limbering his mind. The puppet wizard on a lad doesn't require limbering his muscles.
Okay, so...
What is this exercise you talk about?
I believe that brings us to Willie. What is Willie doing while all these are doing various things?
I'm probably listening to the conversation between
Sarthrop and Andre?
And Andre, yeah.
You keep me gently. It's not a complication, it's a lecture.
I'm listening, regardless.
Okay, so after the sun starts to set, you have... goes into shadow at this point, so...
As it does, the character's going to try to sort of silently and stealthily slip into a hidden position.
Not too hard to do unless people were looking at you.
I'm thinking of the tower.
And Swift shows up at that point, having had multiple discussions with people in the area. And that's where you hear about all the black robe figures and the fact that they come maybe once a week to once a month. There's no schedule, there's no regularness to it.
We can see the water from where we are, can't we?
It's in the distance.
In the distance.
Yeah, it's not adjacent to the shore.
You can smell it, probably.
Well, hard to smell it with all the sewage around you.
Well, they're part of the water.
Possibly a silly thought, but if we're not that far from the water, and there's supposed to be a link between this place and the Thieves Guild, what's the chance that there's some sort of sewer line or something along those lines that leads to the water that are robed figures potentially, or the people we're after potentially are smuggling or something along those lines, using the sewer system as a means of entrance and exit at times. And I distinctly look at our elf and I raise an eyebrow.
Who's not there, but yes.
You just turned back up again.
I'm back?
Yes,
Okay.
I did mention you're back.
I'm sorry, you're back.
Approaching mid-morning, so it's gone dark where we are.
So I'm looking at you, elf, and going,
Yes, it's shady as you get back.
Even better for stopping.
so you're bringing the shade with you, elf.
Figuratively?
Literally.
Sure, yeah, sure, whatever. From what I gathered, the shadowy figures seen around here, were they seen going in that door, or were they seen going like outside somewhere on?
Oh, they were entering this place. And you're sure one of them was Justice Breyer, the head of the Thieves Guild.
Oh, as in I've seen them go in?
No, the people you spoke to, one of them described someone who resembles your Thieves Guild master.
But keep in mind the shape-changey people.
Yes. Okay. But it sounds like they were using the front door. It doesn't sound like there's any underground.
Well, no one really wants to go here, so it's not like people are keeping watch on it.
Mm. I mean, I'm happy to go do a bit of reconnaissance around the building, but it sounds like most people would just use the front door because the local folk are so scared of this building because of the rumors.
And you can see, just as the light's fading, that there's all these footprints around the outside of the tower.
Is it fresh ones or?
Yes, fresh. They look fairly fresh.
Quite small though, aren't they?
No, there was at least 2 different sets of tracks.
One small and one human normal size?
One animalistic and one human-sized.
Ah.
You mean the rest of the party has been trotting around the base of the tower for hours?
I'm sure there's a werewolf
Remember the
involved.
fact that Garthot wandered around on the back of giants and then wandered up by himself, so... Of course.
Shadow just shakes her head again.
He got forward.
What's up, kitty?
My survival check picked up a kitty back hand by the way. So I'll look at relieving. So do you want us to check from the tower to the shoreline for any sort of openings there? What you saying?
No, it's just a consideration.
Okay. I think we just go to the front door personally.
Well, yeah.
I'm not the leader, that's all. So I'm just saying what I think. So yeah.
Well, I believe you're showing leadership material. You should elaborate on your plan.
Yeah,
Okay.
you should do that.
Okay. So my dear friend Pat, off on the head. He said we went inside, there was some stairs going up.
Yep.
I don't think there was any stairs going down from the island, so maybe we can check that out. We don't find the stairs going. Sorry?
Garthot didn't have to go in. He can open the door, look inside and thought, oh, yeah, hey.
Hey,
I can get up those, get to the top.
so Jeremy, don't expect Scar to have paid a huge amount of attention. So this is from his point of view.
No, that's right. Absolutely. Well, hang on. He was apparently watching me carefully to find out if I don't get in trouble.
He was watching Giant carefully. You were just happened to be on Giant at the time, but when you walked up to the door, you were no longer on Giant.
That's right.
Or with
We're all sharing, it doesn't matter. Okay. So well, we could look around for a little bit, and if we can't find anything there, we'll go to the front door. I think that's a comfortable basis.
At which point I will point out you have already looked around the base twice.
I think it was more that I think it was looking towards from the base to the shoreline and back.
Okay,
That's
so you
right.
want to search about a mile's worth of city.
Oh, I didn't know it was that far away. Okay, so
I said it wasn't on the coast. I said that more than once.
that's fair. Sorry. Okay, my suggestion is to go to the front door. So,
My suggestion is that we hide away somewhere and see if we can't see shadowy figures coming in and watch what they do.
But, okay, didn't your information actually say that they've been some figure moving in and out over the last few months? Not every day, not all the time.
Not all the time, but you know, if we oh gosh, reconnaissance for a few days, we might be able to see something.
That sounds too much like planning.
I know, right?
I like how you're thinking, Elf.
Though you do stand out here.
Oh yeah.
I am shocked with your mass intelligence, Elfield, just by the way. I just give you a look of, wow, what a great idea. Okay?
Because as I said, we don't need to go in and find out who these people are. We can find out who they are from the outside and not die.
Okay, so is that the plan?
Well, that's my plan. Anyway, I don't know about the rest of the party. Whether the rest of the party
Okay,
agrees or
so
not.
where would you set up this stakeout?
Stakeout sounds a little more formalized.
Yeah, is there anywhere, like looking around?
Well, there is the insane asylum that's got nice viewpoints, as does the orphanage.
Which is closer?
Well, they're all about the same, spread around the outside of it. There is this debris zone around the tower itself that nothing stands in.
Which I was gonna say business, but which place faces the front door that Zafra went through before?
None of them. They all face the other three sides of the building.
If you want a pat, come here.
And there's no building in front of it.
They're looking at between the door and the next closest thing is the pillar of the Irispan.
What's wrong?
There's
Right.
actually no building there. So it is fairly easy to get in and out without being observed. And as you've been mingling by the Irispan between the tower and the Irispan, anyone in the tower would have been able to have watched you clearly for the last 2 hours.
So there's likely to be no surprise.
I mean, we're just tourists checking out this decrepit building, right?
Sure.
Is there any hidey holes that I can sort of perch on that Irispan tower?
It has no known entrances that you know of, and most entrances that do pop up generally have undead hidden inside it. So yes, you could probably stumble across a hidden niche of some sort of infestation of ghouls, zombies, skeletons, wraiths, rats, or maybe even vampires. And then I'm sure Andre will be very happy.
Sounds like my day just got made.
You don't threaten me with a good time.
Yeah, pretty much.
But most people who go poking into the holes of the Irispan don't come back.
Come on, the fire wasn't that bad.
Yes, but it was also partially destroyed. So we're talking about a fully constructed pillar instead of a collapsed pillar.
Yeah.
Who knows what other horrors are inside it?
You want to find out?
So you've got to vote for going into the Irispan itself.
Absolutely.
Tie a rope to the dome.
Is that so you can
If
go
you
fishing?
inside the Irispan, you would better look out from underneath.
Monster fishing.
I mean, given that one person is described as being my guild leader, like that has me curious because he's basically sent me on this mission to find out what's going on here.
Remember, shape changey.
Yeah, the question that you might want to consider for is, if this is, has connections and associations to your thieves guild, do you really want some random people monitoring the activities or potential activities of your guild?
Picture, activities, events.
Yeah.
Oh look, you've got these random shadowy figures that need to be detained.
His timeline.
Look, random shadowy figures that need to be darted. Quick, rogue, dart them.
Dart them now! Use that dwarf poison I gave you. Quick.
Use that fear poison that severs the spine.
I'm sure they were very afraid if their spine was severed.
And they quickly lose all feeling below like the shoulders. And then their ability to breathe.
Breathing's over.
Breathing, Doctor.
And then I'll go, hey, those darts look familiar.
So what are we doing, glorious leader?
We're having a stakeout here.
Okay, so
So how many days, weeks, months, years do you wish to stake out for?
I'd just say overnight.
so 1 night
I would say like 2 days, but you know,
at least.
Overnight.
overnight.
When
overnight.
you
overnight.
say that the tower was going to collapse, what was your bet?
The bet was the number of people killed, not the date. The date is not part of the bet. That was something Jeremy added.
Did River really want people monitoring potential activities in Venture?
Well, that's why River was volunteering.
But you're having a whole party there during the stakeout.
No, that wasn't her intention, but okay.
That's what got him stripped today. The quantity people later were hanging around for a time to do the washing.
So it looks as if you're going to be there for the next. If it's going to be overnight, that means you're looking at 20 hours of stakeout.
And it was going to be split in shifts so you don't bloody die of exhaustion. Correct?
That was not specified at any point,
You'd
so
hope so, though. You'd hope so.
you would hope, but stakeout is as far as you got on that planning.
Yes.
And your rogue hasn't really rested yet.
No, and I was gonna say yeah, I mean, it was just a suggestion, but I don't know anymore.
It's a good suggestion.
There was nothing wrong with suggestions. Like a player, I'll put it as a player. I'm absolutely all for this idea.
Yes.
Yeah. Except Scarborough's going, oh, I got some more research to do about time markers. If you come back tomorrow, I'll see you then.
Okay,
If
so
it's a player, I'll walk away later, you're thinking about your idea, hold on, do you want these good action being watched by other people? So,
and Swift is currently dealing with 1 level of fatigue. So okay, it's only a -1 to all checks.
Only.
I mean, what's two nights in a row without sleep? I mean, I'm sure I've done that in the past, right?
I'm sure you have.
late
Actually, I have a question. Is there any skills that alleviate that, or is that just a thing that will happen regardless?
What, the fatigue?
Yeah, like, is there any,
I believe there used to be things that allowed elves to rest for less time and not get fatigued.
Well,
Yeah,
so
but
there's not going to be feet or things like that, but means that you'd be less impacted by fatigue. Like if you're...
I don't think I've seen any, at least in the current levels for that.
Well, they have taken them out of Pathfinder 2, so you get fatigued a lot quicker without having something to relieve you of it. You can use Greater Restoration.
I look at either the cleric or the wizard and just go like, "Want to help an elf out?"
Good luck, Flip.
You have 2 giant pets, you can sleep next to them, get nice and good. And somebody else can take your watch while you're asleep.
I mean, I think that's the point, was that she was like volunteering to do it for like the next 20 hours.
Oh, well, I was gonna watch out for you. I wasn't gonna just leave you by yourself. I thought we'd do it, yeah. I was in the assumption, and hasn't been said yet, that we're all going to take little shifts and then people need to rest and then, yeah. Or we all can rest
What
in your
level's
life.
Great Restoration?
Oh, pretty high, I think.
Yeah.
Well, you only have access to low-level spells, so the ability to use higher-level magic would be beyond you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so I mean, like, I don't really, like, I'm a bit torn. Like, I want to know what these brothers, 7 dudes are doing, but I also don't want the party to sort of step on Gilgud.
It's not like they haven't already done it.
Welcome to Moral Dilemmas 101.
Where does your true loyalties lie?
Currently with the Thieves Guild.
Well, I mean, that's the thing. I've been out of the Thieves Guild for over a year now, so, like, my loyalties are probably less than they used to be, so... Is this where I just go, like, stuff it? Let them find out.
Well, hey, if the upper echelon of the Thieves Guild get replaced, all you can do is move upwards.
Yeah, a rising tide lifts all boats, yeah?
Unless, of course, you really care about the guy who stuck needles through your fingers and hands.
Yeah, tortured you all the way through your apprenticeship.
I mean, like, he wasn't my original mentor. He just took over. So, I mean, I don't know. Maybe I have some deep-seated resentment there.
Hey, let's face it, he only did that to you because you didn't listen to the people for the last 12 months, for the only person you talked to for that period of time. As he poured out his life story to you over and over and over again.
And you still didn't know who his mother's name was.
That's a lie. He never talked about his mom. Never.
And you didn't ask.
Oh, I probably tried to, but...
Okay, so... do you go on stakeout all night? And who's on first? And where are you staking out from? This open space between the door and the Irispan? By yourself?
All standing there.
Late at night? As the fog comes in? So which party member are you going to sacrifice, Fearless Leader?
Is everyone volunteering for this watch?
Is Zarkov volunteered to go and do some more research back at Lady Highmarkers?
So you've got to volunteer to do research, not watch. And apparently there's a huge amount of people sticking their hand up to go first.
I mean, I'll go first, because I'm already being awake.
So
I may as well stay a bit longer.
So the fatigued elf is offering to continue staying up late.
No. The leader will take first watch, so that you can get some rest, and he's hopeful that in the darkest hours of the night you will be up to witness whatever.
You control the vision.
Even though the reports had them not coming in the middle of the night, just under the shadow. That's okay, so if Parry's going to be on watch, where is he watching from?
Is there any kind of cover nearby?
The asylum's behind it.
Why are you pushing us towards the asylum?
You could go to the orphanage instead.
Can Swift find a safe place for the not so stealthy to sort of hang out and watch?
I'm sure you get a really good view from the top of the Angel.
No, none of the places that look safe have view of the door. So even if you went to the orphanage or the respite place, you'll only see the side of the tower, not the door itself. So if someone walked from the other direction, you wouldn't see them enter or leave. If you want to watch the front door, you have to be out in the open. They picked a very good defensive tower.
Or on top of that Angel. Look down at the doorway.
That would work. I'm sure you can fly. Or run up the wall. Still waiting on suggestions of how you're going to surveil this place.
I mean, the orphanage is probably the best kind of cover. The asylum doesn't sound overly fancy.
Well, the asylum is the one on the opposite side of the tower to the door.
So you won't be able to see the door.
Not even see the walls attached to the door.
So staking out in the orphanage is probably the better bet.
Or the respite for the veterans.
No, actually, we're going to go.
And I'm just going to ask this out loud here.
Go hang out with the veterans, you old man.
And what was Mark going to say?
There's no foliage like any sort of bushes or trees anywhere near the front of the fire.
There is none. It is just stone.
Okay, I'll just ask a question. I didn't think there was, but okay. There's no alleys at the front of the thing that we could just hide in, kind of?
It is facing the support of the bridge.
Which is not the good spot. Okay, gotcha.
There is nothing there because this is a walkway, even though not many people walk this way.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I've got a view, but I don't get what's going like it. I want to be inside the building and hide in the building while someone comes in. But
I'm sure you could hide in there quite successfully. So successfully the others won't find you ever.
Oh no, that could be the problem. So I don't know, I'm just thinking of ideas out here, that's all. I'm running out of ideas because we're going to stand over and see the front door without being in the open. So I'm of the opinion right now that there's no way we're going to be able to see people come in and out of the place if they come from a different side than we are. Therefore, it kind of, in the nicest way possible, it's really kind of a waste of time to actually go and wait for these people when we can't even see them going in the front. And we could be waiting for days as well.
There's one fact that you'll be able to see them go in, it's just that they'll be able to see you standing there looking at them going.
Oh yeah, so if you pick one side and they come from the other side, we can't even see them come in. So it's a 50-50 chance, kind of thing. So.
Or the fact that Willie is correct because it's this Thieves Guild. They have a back door that we just don't know.
That's what I'm thinking
And
as well. But
it might not be for another month for someone to come. Essentially.
yeah.
So you could be staking this place out for weeks and get no love. Except a lot of strange thoughts.
Garthok will get plenty of research.
Okay, I'm not losing mine, but yeah, okay, yeah.
But whether Zarthrop is researching the tower or something else remains to be seen.
Oh no, he's taking up on the Thassilonian research. He's got nothing with the tower.
They
He's
seem
been out of paid for 12, 18 months, so he's got some reading to do. But some of these guys, they apparently have been searching down the Crow, and they've had another temple down there.
I see Perry has his work as fearless leader cut out for him.
It's like wrangling children.
Children on Red Cordial.
At least it's better
No,
than
it's
cats.
children on Red Bull. Honestly.
Don't think there's much difference between Red Bull and Red Cordial for children. Okay, so how is Parry going to solve this? It has been suggested that someone hide inside and wait, that someone go on the Orphanage or the Respite, or stand out front.
Or, is there any plans of this clock tower?
There may be, as long as you can convince someone to dig into the records.
Like a crazy gnome should be able to do that?
Hey, he's already discovered the plan for the clock tower. He looked inside, yes, but it's got the moon down the bottom there, the staircase getting up inside, up the top. All plans in there.
So where would one try to procure these things?
Well, that depends on if their plans still exist, because they would have been in the town hall when the tower was built. And he could have disappeared somewhere over the 200 years since it was built. Or longer.
Okay, so what would the investigation role be?
Well, first you'd have to bribe your way in, because even a cleric of Pharasma would not be given access to... The cleric of Pharasma would not be given access to their architectural records, because you'd have access to all of the nobility's records who would have built this tower.
Yeah.
And unless you're throwing a huge amount of money at them, unlikely to happen.
Okay. So basically,
I mean, I can try and just-
will be the excuse me, the gnome who loves architecture.
Yes.
I mean, I could try and deception my way in. That always works,
Yes,
right?
you haven't been paying attention or listening to the gnome. It's not that he loves architecture, he loves anything Thassilonian, i.e. like the Eurospan architecture.
And the other thing is, you need to know which noble built it. Otherwise, you're just asking for random noble searching.
Okay, but so I can find out which noble built it, correct?
Not easily. Can you tell me who built one of the buildings that has been abandoned for 50 to 100 years? Who commissions the building of it, who may not have owned it at all?
Go to the lodestone and look at the engraving.
Give
And
me...
the foundation stone,
Yeah.
big marker, a
Yeah.
block.
Well, you did look around the tower, you did not see one. But you weren't looking for one either.
No. I'll go and have a look at one. While they're working out their cunning plan.
As to where to view the tower without being seen.
Okay, so Andre starts walking around the tower again. This time in the dark.
So he walks off, disappears from our view because we can only see a certain amount of the tower.
Mm-hmm.
Then hopefully eventually he comes back into view. Or not.
Say, Andre, how good is Andre's night sight?
I got dark vision.
Okay, looking around the tower. With all the weathering of these stones, you don't actually see any engravings along the base of the tower.
Oh, well. So, what's the plan?
Well, Zarthrob's gone back to Lady Highmarsh.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know how long for.
I'll get you back in the morning.
I mean,
After you've done your stranger.
we can still scout it out overnight and then come back in the morning.
What if we discussing it? What if we put one person on one side, one person the other side of the two buildings, and then that can cover both sides, and give it a night, and anyone needs to rest, go rest, and then we can reconvene in the morning. I'm happy to be here with Fang on the, oh no, regret this, the insane asylum side. But if someone wants to do the orphanage side, so.
So, looks like Scar wants to be on the side not facing the door, on the opposite side of the building.
Yeah, I just want to make sure if we have people on both sides, whatever direction the person might come.
So, Mark, assume that the doorway is facing south. You're taking the building to the north of the tower.
Oh, okay, so.
That's what I said, not on the side facing the door.
Yeah.
Potentially on the side from which the most dangerous elements might come out from not the tower. Presumably the jail asylum are more dangerous than the orphans.
True. Well, even if I'm happy to sit here for the night, or if someone wants to come halfway through just to watch things. If people need to rest, I look at healthcare when I say that. Because otherwise, we've kind of wasted our morning time to go inside, because it's probably too late possibly to hang around here. We might have some light, so.
Somebody sneaks up and beats you up or kills you.
I'm barbarian with a panther. I think I'll be fine.
Okay.
I mean, the only other option I can see is we go inside.
But there's also the element, of course, that if you're going to set up two watch positions, then you've got half a dozen people.
That's true.
You don't have to effectively be alone on watch.
I know, as I said, I was. Well, we're going to do the watch, or we're going to go inside. That's, I think, two options I think we have. And Scar's either, if we're not going to kind of do anything tonight, and we're not going to do any watching, then we'll just go back to Lady Highmarsh's place. So.
I thought way ahead of you.
I'm just saying, because Scar's just getting frustrated just sitting here doing nothing, that's all. So if someone wants to join me with watch on one side, and if someone wants to do some other side, then it's leave it up to them, or we just do one watch, then either way. If someone wants to join me, I'm more than happy to have somebody join me for the night.
Sounds like Scar's getting caught up the first block in one location, we're taking another location. Fearless leader will make a choice, I guess.
I'll stay with the Scar on the other side.
So you're both staying in the insane asylum?
Are you dividing the team that's there into separate positions? If you're the orphanage and he's at the entire asylum, is there anyone else with you? Or are the rest of them staying in one spot, possibly to the east or west, where they can hopefully watch you do is going to get the job. But of course, that means there's 20 people on watch.
I mean, we can have both angles
Quick
watch.
question. How many people can see in darkness?
Nope.
Right?
Scar can, he's got dark vision. That's all. Yeah.
Low light as an elf, which is interesting. I thought we got dark vision at some point.
Not by default.
You can get it if you take the Pattern Elf ancestry.
Okay, so who's staying where?
I guess
Harry will stay.
So at the moment we've only got 2 people with dark vision.
Why don't you let the leader actually tell everyone where they're staying?
Yeah.
Go, Parry.
If Scar wants to take the same asylum side, that's okay. Harry will take respite. I'll offer around to the rest of the party. So River, which side did you want?
I'll take the orphanage.
Which is the respite kind of side.
Oh no, that's
So
opposite. The orphanage is opposite the respite, on the other side of the building.
So we've got three areas.
Orphanage is on the west, respite is on the east, and the insane asylum is on the north, whereas the doorway into the building is on the south.
Yeah, and there's no easy way to hide in the south because that's got the Tower of the Irrispan that we don't want to hang out at because ghost schools and everything else nasty apparently.
Harry, I think east and west is better than probably the north. So,
Yeah. So I'll again offer to River. We either got the same asylum or we got the respite. I'm not covering the orphanage tonight.
Orphanage is on the western side.
Oh, sorry, the orphanage. Okay, sorry. I'll go orphanage then.
It's just that we keep having people wanting to go on the opposite side of the building to the door, which I find hilarious.
Yeah. So the other orphanage, I go respite, and then if people want to join either one of us, they can.
No,
You know.
isn't it orphanage in the same asylum?
Asylum is the one you're not stopping at, because that's the opposite side of the door.
Okay.
So yes,
It's respite or orphanage.
Well then yes, Harry will, so Scar's going respite, Harry and River are going orphanage. I'll offer to Willie.
What do you offer, Willie?
What if we're going to, well, we're going to do a stakeout here. Which side would you want? Do you want the side of the respite or do you want the side of the orphanage?
Don't care.
Okay, well, can you go with Scar to
Respite.
respite?
Sure.
Yes.
Me and my buddy Scar will look after that side.
And then I will say the same thing to Andre.
So, how many teams have we got? We've got 3 teams, correct?
Yes, the third team has gone to the Pathfinder Lodge to do research.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's 2.
So 2 teams doing stakeout.
Okay, so I'll go to... So, who's currently by themselves?
The person going to the Pathfinder Lodge for research.
Yeah. No one's left on the open yet, except yourself, as far as the stakeout's concerned.
And you need to pick a side.
I'll go to the respite.
Okay.
Join
So-
us, yeah.
Now the thing is, we have Scar, Willie, and Andre reaching the doors for the respite and knocking. As a doorman opens and looks at you, going, "Who are you?"
You look really for the communications out. I don't think Anok is the best person to communicate right now.
Okay.
And how does Willie respond? Apparently you are now in charge of this group.
This is a human,
It is a human.
and he's an old man? Or oldish
He
man?
looks elderly, but not exactly sure how old.
Okay. Say, greetings. My name is Willie.
That's a weird name, Sonny.
Sure. We were wondering if we might borrow a room with a westerly view.
No magic shenanigans here. I'm not having someone take a room from my building again.
Take a room?
Well, the last wizard who borrowed a room, he didn't bring it back.
No, I'm not a wizard.
You're not a wizard?
No, I'm mundane as
Then
rocks.
how you look confused. Then why are you here?
As I say, we would like to hire a room with a west-facing window.
This is not a hotel, Sonny.
Oh, I know. Which is why we're...
This is for people who are with maladies that are not being treated by those upper class.
They're scum, I
shenanigans.
understand. But I go, my deformed friend, and I point at the orc,
Yes, he does look rather deformed.
could use all the help he could get.
Nothing a mallet wouldn't fix.
I'm not a medical person. I don't know these things.
I can bring one of our doctors in who specialises in deformities.
What do you say, my friend? I look at you, Sky.
I feel I just need a nice rest. Is that possible, please?
Says,
I'm just
We'd
gonna-
be happy to I'd be happy to pay some gold.
well, if you're willing to do gold, how much gold are you willing to do, Sonny?
Carrick has no idea what this is worth, so he goes, "How does a gold piece a gold piece each?"
Says, well, as long as you clear out the room, you can use it.
Definitely.
Don't worry, there's 20 beds in there at the moment.
We will be clean.
That's okay, the people in them aren't, but that's your problem now.
Fine.
Okay.
Gold first.
Thank you.
Pull
Thank you, sir.
pull out some gold. And we go in and set up.
If you give me one coin, gold coin, I'll pop another coin on there as well. So yeah, you want to put a coin in each. Yeah.
Oh, I pay for all three.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Cool.
Apparently Scar can't count and also paid as well.
That's for the mallet, because he knows the doctor's going to break it on his head.
Okay, so you find you're led up to a room that's facing
The tower.
that's facing the tower, and yes, the room is full of people in beds, moaning and groaning. It says, I'm sure you'll figure out where to put them all.
Sure. Looking around, going, "What the fuck is wrong with these people?"
Actually, I'll
Most of them look like they have some form of pestilence.
Some kind of diseases.
Yep.
Yeah, I sort of get my what little bit of shirt I've got, and I put it over my face.
You mean not just putting your hand wraps up like that?
No. I've got like on my picture, I've got sort of like this little jacket thing.
Yeah.
So I get sort of the corner of it and like put it across my face.
All night?
Pretty much. I don't want to breathe the poisonous vapors.
Well, amusingly, you're completely shirtless with a bandana.
Oh, I can take the bandana off and put it on my face, not on my mouth. It's the
I do
vapors that
want-
get ya.
I will ask Andre to see if he can help with any of these people and make it better for the night, but it's up to him.
well, I can cure one of them.
Yes, but do you really wish to cure the faithless for free?
Just because you can doesn't mean you should.
I said I left it up to him. I'll let him decide how he wants to do it.
Are you going to start curing people for free in spite of Pharasma's plans?
No. I will probably treat them just have make their suffering less.
Okay, so how many do you kill?
Oh, no, I don't do that way.
Are they all terminal?
Only old.
Most likely. They will be without proper medical treatment. They cannot afford it.
Mm.
And the unfortunates are shuffled on here, who cannot afford to pay their way elsewhere.
And anyway, as far as the
Unlikely.
medic caretaker is concerned, and we pay what, a total of $50 for the room for one night. He's worked on the only portable patients as well.
That's why you said they were their problem.
That's right.
Well, he said it was our problem now.
Yep. You bought the room, you bought the patients.
He basically sold the whole building, the whole room to you.
So
No, Willie.
Free furniture.
I sit by the window watching the tower.
Okay, and as you're doing that, we shall move over to Parry and Swift, reaching the orphanage.
Try to use the same method I used.
No, my plan was to like set up on the roof or an alcove in a window or something like that.
Do you tell Parry this before Parry knocks on the door?
Yes.
Does Parry listen before Parry knocks on the door?
Let's go find something nice and quiet in a dark windowsill that we can view the street by. She looks pointedly at the wizard as he's walking towards the door, presumably.
Yeah, walking towards the door.
Apparently, he listened greatly to your words and continued walking.
What did you say to Parry?
Well, if you didn't know what River said to Parry, apparently you did hear every single word about how maybe you should listen from the alcoves. And you do anything before you knock on the door? Apparently not, as you...
I was about to say, I don't know what I would do, honestly. Other than, probably keep watch, not in the building, but maybe beside the building or something. I don't know.
River's like, oh, Parry.
So I believe Parry wants to hang out next to the orphanage looking shifty.
I will teach you the little one-on-one of info gathering, and then I look around, see if I can see a windowsill or a roof span that would fit one or both of us.
Well, the
high as I can get.
On the back of a covered van.
The roof span of the building doesn't look particularly strong, but you've seen a couple of windowsills you could rest in.
Alright, I'll point to one of the windowsills and just be like, see one of those windowsills? We need to climb up there and then be as quiet as possible for like 10 hours.
Okay, so would Parry please give me an athletics check to climb the side of the orphanage?
Yay! Athletics.
I want Barthus Wizard of the
Wait, you
World.
got that wizard?
Wizard known to man.
Okay, Buff Wizard makes it up to the windowsill. How about our fearless former leader?
Is there any way to parkour up, or like I've got
No
rapid medical?
no real parkour things to use at this stage. It is climbing, literally climbing, using your fingertips on bricks.
Mm. So athletics, you said?
It is athletics, yes.
Basics.
Okay, so yes, both of you make it up and sit on the ledge. You're there for about half an hour before there's a sound of a squeak inside, and suddenly the windows you're sitting up against are forced outwards.
I was gonna say we didn't stealth or like.
Well, you're literally sitting in windowsill.
With people inside that window, trying to look out the window to see whether it was shut down yet. Hang on.
Yes, I haven't quite got to the and check if there's anyone inside bit, but that apparently answers my question.
There's someone inside every room of this building.
And they might not have been there when you first got to the windowsill.
So, as you get knocked off there, do any of you have an ability to slow your fall?
I have cat fall.
Same.
And how much of your fall does it reduce?
Tree falls 10 feet shorter. If you're an expert in acrobatics, which I am, tree falls as 25 feet shorter and 50 feet if you're a master. So for me, I'm a master in acrobatics. My tree falls 25 feet shorter.
And how about parry?
Mine's just 10 feet.
Okay, so both of you managed to land on your feet in the alleyway in the open space between the orphanage and the tower. As you can hear someone ringing a bell inside the orphanage.
Great.
No. Pedophile!
Stranger danger.
Yeah, stranger danger.
Okay, you see the big front door of the orphanage open up, and what looks like an 8-foot tall female orc with a cleaver that's at least 6 feet in length.
Hassan Chop.
He's scarcer with this side.
And she's basically having that look around going, "Who's messing with my kids?"
I try and get myself and Harry like in a shadow or something so she can't see us.
Throw a dart at her, quick!
Well, technically you're already in shadow. And you do know they have dark vision.
Okay, true. But she hasn't spotted us yet though, so is there like a barrel or something we can hide behind?
Sure. You dash over to a barrel, and you hear, "Stop, stranger, stop!"
Come over here, so
Dash, I stealth over to a barrel if I can.
Leaving Perry behind.
No, bringing Perry stealthily with me if I can.
Do you have the ability to transfer your stealth to someone else?
No.
Then you are dragging a Perry along behind you, who is not moving stealthily that easily. I will get you both to make a stealth roll and see if you beat her perception roll. What is,
32.
and what is Perry's?
29.
Okay, so you hear a bellow of rage as she seems to be coming barreling towards you as you're trying to hide behind the barrel. If anything, she looks as if she's gotten bigger.
No, great, she's rage, hasn't she?
Yes, she has.
I yell at her in Orcish to basically stand down. We weren't doing anything to her charges.
That's as much as you get out by the time she reaches the barrel.
Did you get a full walk or a half walk?
This is a full walk.
I think what you should have said was, down, guys.
So,
Harry on the other side, that's what I'm thinking.
Harry gets to make his initiative roll, as does Swift.
If you're going towards the orc, I'm going very upset, just put it out there.
I'll try and murder the orc. Why are you orcish?
Only female walk in the kitchen.
What is Perry's initiative?
Parry's initiative.
20. What is Swift's initiative?
Do I get that as stealth or not?
Well, you're not particularly stealthing well, so no.
But what stealth checks you were using at the time?
Okay, Jeremy has convinced me you can do it.
I was trying stealth at the time, so yes. 34.
Okay, so, River, would you like to go first?
No, you're going to delay our action until after your...
I speak as authoritative as I can in Orcish to her and just say, I'm not, we were not here to disturb your children, or your charges. There's been a misunderstanding, basically like, please stop raging at me, but like in a different way.
Please don't hurt me.
Okay, so you spend your three actions doing that.
Please don't steamroll me with your axe.
Rolling again.
Okay, and what about Parry? What would Parry like to do?
What's Parry doing?
Yes, what would Parry do now that you've been having an orc raging chase rushing you?
Well, we listen to River, he goes into this mess, saying, let's go through a window, and rather than knocking on the front door,
Like go through the window.
River can help us get this out.
The Carrie speak Orcish.
Yes.
You heard River saying, hey, calm down. We're not so bad after all, or something.
Basically, we weren't coming into your window. We were just sitting on your window. There's a difference.
And you hear her saying she hates peeping toms, especially on little kiddies, as she...
Oh, that's right.
We weren't even looking in the window. We were looking the opposite direction.
As she comes and swings the big cleaver towards Parry because he's the worst offender in her eyes.
Yeah, what a surprise.
Male versus female.
Okay, so that will hit an armor class of 30.
Ouch. That's a hit.
Hopefully not a crit.
Nope, just a hit.
Okay, so that is 15 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
And that would be a 22.
That hits.
That would be another 10 points of slashing damage.
Oh.
And a third swing, hitting a 23.
That hits.
Ow!
And that would be a 13 points of slashing damage.
I'm still standing.
You're still standing. Da, da, da. Okay, so River is up next. You've just seen Parry get 3 big slashes from this orc, who seems very angry about you being on the windowsill of kids.
Honestly, I don't know what to say to get her to calm down, because seriously, like, we weren't even looking that way. Why don't you ask the kid?
Is that going to be your argument for the round?
I mean, I need to get her off Harry.
I mean, let's face it,
Oh.
Parry's done for, so you may as well just throw him under the bus.
Make that leading position back.
No, right? No, I'll try and provoke her. I'll just be like, so whatever was sitting on your windowsill, clearly, you're a bad matriarch if you didn't notice us earlier.
You blame the victim. That often works well.
Okay.
Okay, let's just insult the bazooka.
I'm trying to get her off Parry.
Okay, so yes, you provoke her. I'll give you a what we say. What's a good provoking skill for you? Shall we go with intimidation? You're trying to convince her to go for you instead. Make an intimidation roll.
Index roll against the berserker.
23.
23. Okay, you start throwing insults at her, and while you're doing that, I'm assuming you're not doing anything else.
If I have a round left,
Run away.
no, I can't I'll just keep trying to provoke her, and I can't ready action at the end of my turn, can I? Because that takes the whole turn.
Readying an action takes 2 actions.
2 actions, you're right.
And it gives you 1 action.
Has provoking her taken 1 or 2 actions?
1 action.
1 action. I will ready an action if she does come after me to start running.
Okay. And Parry.
Do we hear the commotion that's currently going on?
Give me a perception roll.
I'm gonna fail, but 15 total.
I'm in melee range of this, aren't I?
Yes, you are in melee range of her.
$10 says if I try and get away, she's gonna have an arrow on me.
Quite possibly.
Right. I am going to cast Paralyze.
Okay, you cast Paralyze within her range of effects. She triggers her reactive strike to swing.
Of course.
She's a fighter, is she?
Okay, so with the reactive swipe, almost takes off River's nose with it.
Great.
Roll a 1.
Good.
So yes, you get your spell off as she almost clobbers River instead. Apparently that taunting really worked.
Yeah.
Cool. It makes a will saving throw.
Okay, so would a 26 succeed?
Just give me 1 second.
Yes, it will succeed.
I think it would, which is kind of annoying.
Well, she is a raging barbarian.
Yeah.
Don't they get minuses to their will saves?
Not necessarily. They generally
Yeah,
can't do
easy.
manipulate actions.
Yeah. Anything that. Yeah.
DC 23. So they succeed.
She succeeds.
So they're stunned 1.
Stunned 1. So that I believe that means she loses 1 of her actions.
Yep. Cool. And my third action, I dive out the window.
We're not in the window though. We're outside next to a barrel.
You're on the
You've already
ground.
fallen off. Yeah, you've already jumped down to the top or fallen down to the top.
Then I bolt it. I leg it.
Okay, you leg it. In which case, it's now her turn. She goes to swing at River. And I believe River's reaction was to run away,
That is correct.
which provokes her reaction. So she gets a free attack on you as you go to run away.
That's fine.
Okay, so that is a 30.
That is
What's your armor class again?
23.
Okay, so she does 19 points of slashing damage.
Ow.
Mm-hmm.
And how far do you move?
40 feet.
Okay.
If it's my full round speed, then 40 feet.
Okay, she
So at this point,
does,
I'm not stealthy.
she does 2 moves and then follows up with a swing.
She won't swing because she's stunned 1.
That's right, two moves and she stops behind you.
Yeah.
But she has used her reaction already, so if you run off, she cannot use it again. And they've just come inside of Willie.
I give Scar a hit in the ribs with my elbow and go, "The fuck is that?" And I point.
Scar feels a tickle.
Yeah, I don't try to break his rib, but what the fuck is that?
What's Scar doing? Scar just...
Scar has been tickled by Willie.
And Willie's pointing,
Willie grunted with the effort of tickling Scar.
and I'm pointing.
Oh.
The fuck is that?
I'll look closely, what do I say?
You see the love of your life, who you've never met, but obviously you've just fallen madly in love with this raging orc of fantastic proportions.
Oh,
She's all woman.
Oh, man. Is the window open? Is the window open here?
No, it has bars across it.
Hmm.
They don't want the sick and infirm getting out in any shape or form.
Oh, well, I'm tempted to go run through the window to the bars now. I will run downstairs and go to the front door and race out to meet my love of my life. I tell the famous tape. I tell the famous tape up there.
Okay, so you make it to the front door.
What's going on? So I see Scar running urgently. I'm going to follow him because it seems something's up.
Before you attempt to follow me, I say, stay here. Don't come. Don't worry. It's all, I've got it under control. I'm the master of all club.
I'm following Scar.
Okay, I'm now starting to go walk up. What the fuck?
I'm sure he said Tusk Love.
Yeah.
Nice reference, thank you.
No, that must be tough love.
No, that was a critical role reference, thank you, man. Yeah. Okay, so do you want to roll initiative here too?
No, you're going in at the slot where you activated.
Okay, cool. I need 1 action this round, is that right?
That was 3 actions to run down to that point.
Yep, cool, gotcha.
Okay, so it is Swift's turn. Big orc matron behind you, very angry at your words.
I am essentially going to to dash 3 rounds of my 40 feet. And I am also going to use my boots
Of haste?
yeah. Oh, sorry, my bracelet of dashing. Not boots. But essentially, I get 10 feet. I think it's only for an action. A single action. So the first one would be
50
using
feet.
like 50, then 40.
So very much like the Roadrunner and Wile E. Coyote. Wile E. Coyote catches up and Roadrunner just goes.
Yeah, pretty much. And then if I get out of sight of her, I'm gonna try and like re-stealth like immediately, probably next round at this point, because I'm gonna use 3 rounds of dashing.
Well, currently you've curved around the tower, the clock tower, out of her sight.
You gain a 10-foot exposed to speed for 1 minute.
Oh, for 1 minute.
10 rounds.
Yeah, so I keep meaning to put the actual description on my character sheet, and then I've got the page number, so I should just really do it.
What's the page
Okay,
number
so
again? And I can look
So
at
it would be a minute worth of 50 feet. So yeah, okay. Well then, in that case, I'll do 2 rounds of the 50 feet because that should surely get me out of sight.
It will definitely get you out of sight.
And then I will try and hide or re-stealth.
So that was the bracelet of dashing or something like that?
And the bracelet
Yeah, bracelet of
actually
dashing.
286.
Activate for 1 action, concentrate, frequency 1 per day, effect 10 foot down the phone at speed for 1 minute.
10 rounds, 30 actions. Very useful to get the runaway maneuver going.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay, so Parry, looks like you're left inside of the matron's eyes.
Run.
Does Parry have night vision?
Yeah, I've got dark vision.
You do?
Yep.
Okay, so
Everyone's got it but me.
yeah, apparently you're left out.
Yeah, I'm the weak link.
Well, he's half dwarf, half elf.
Yeah.
Okay, so yes, so what's Parry going? Is he going to follow River?
Yeah, I'm going.
How far can you run?
I can run 30 feet.
Okay, so you're doing the half speed run.
Yeah.
Wait for me!
I'll follow from behind, make sure all my party members are safe.
That's great.
Okay, so you hear insults being yelled at you from the orc, basically cursing your parentage, your children, and whatever you choose to drink next.
Raising questions.
As I run away, I just say, I'd rather have my parents than yours.
Oh,
Oh, don't make her more mad. Come on.
seriously. I'm trying to charm her in a second, and then you just made her more mad.
Okay, you hear her rage get even louder as she seems to pick up speed.
No. If you've got Oscar, and you can't use your wingman, like, he get it up and then you can walk in and say, yeah, that bastard, they bloody did it, no.
Okay, so you see her come round the corner of the tower, moving with a blur now. She seems to be so angry, she's just foaming at the mouth.
I'm still rage.
Okay, so Scar, you sort of looking out the door, you can see Parry running towards you with a foaming beauty in your life behind him.
Okay, how far is she away from me right now?
Currently, she is about 90 feet from you.
Okay. Okay, so I do 35. So if I do 2 35 movements, and the last one, say, my dear, lovely orc woman, what has got you so upset tonight? Is there anything I can help you with? And try to just distract it.
Okay.
And, if possible, if the DM allows, I'll kind of open up my kind of start leather vest a bit to show a bit of kind of chest hair or something like that. So, yeah. I don't know how this is going to go, but I'm going to do that.
Okay.
In the midst of combat, he's attempting to seduce a female of his kind.
Hey, I won the singing competition last week. I can do anything else. I made no reference that I'm into.
Okay, please give me a diplomacy roll as you try to make an impression.
Oh, that's gotta be crap. It's +0. Okay, here we go.
Because that technically is what you're doing here.
Okay. Even if it's a performance, we'll do the same thing. Here we go. 12.
12. Okay, so you feel really good about yourself.
No, look, all I'm trying to do is just to see if I grab her attention and just see if she can just, and might be able to settle it down, see a Alchemy's Prime. That's all I'm doing.
Andre, I believe you were following down with Willie, and you reach the door as your first action, and you see Scar has done the whole open chest move in his romance option.
If anyone's seen the Magic Mike scene in the service station, I'm going with that, okay? By the way, so, okay.
Not seen it,
No.
but hey, I'm sure it's fantastic.
Yeah.
He does a whole fine water over his body, trying to hold on.
Do you magically pull like oil out of your thing and like
Or a bottle, you start going.
And don't worry, you're doing this directly in front of Parry, so Parry's getting the whole view as well.
I only had one action, I didn't want to pull off one action.
And I'm sure off to the side, River is getting a full eye view of this as well.
As I said, I'm just coming across as a neutral party, trying to calm her down so Parry can stop being Parry.
What is Andre doing watching all this happen in the distance?
I'm back. I'm going, what the hell's going on? This is not what we're supposed to be doing.
Apparently it's called improvising.
I'm now gonna wait for the dance off, so yeah, this is something's gonna be weird.
Okay, so Willie, you've just come down beside as well. And you're now witnessing the might of Scar. Shirtless.
So I guess me and Andre are standing there going, huh? What? I'm continuing, I guess, to move over towards Scar and the orc, but I'm not sprinting.
Okay. So as you're walking there, what is Swift doing now seeing the orc on awesome display?
now seeing the orc on awesome display.
Orcan display? Orcish display?
Orc slay.
Better than Orc explain.
Did I manage to stealth, or am I still in view?
You believe you're stealthed, just that you've now got an eyeful of everything happening.
Okay. I'm gonna try and get myself on top of a roof.
You start scaling the clock tower.
No, I don't want to scale the clock tower. Is there another building nearby?
That is the nearby building. You have to cross the open to reach the hospice.
Okay, can I try and stealth across?
Probably not without being easily seen. There's nowhere to hide.
Oh, there's nowhere to hide.
Open ground.
The only way to hide was to keep out of her view, which was go around the tower.
Okay, if I'm going around the tower, I could probably go behind it and then get on the rooftops at the
Orphanage?
no, at the Crazy Asylum is the one behind, right?
You've already passed that.
I've already passed that. Oh, okay.
You ran round the north of the tower, and you're now on the eastern side of the tower.
The hospice side.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, right. Yep. Can I run behind the hospice? Or do I still have to run across open?
You still have to run across open space. You could literally run to the orphanage and not be seen.
That would just be hilarious. Just pop out from the other side of the tower and just be like, hey, I'm over here now. I'm not going to do that, by the way. It's just funny. Sure, I'll keep going around.
As you come round, you see the orphanage has all its windows lit up at this stage.
Great.
And there seems to be a couple of humans outside with lanterns.
Well, I guess I'm staying within the tower shadow then.
Okay, over to Perry. You're looking at Orcness in its awesomeness with the glistening muscles, the bright eyes, and the various scars all over Scar's body. Apparently he likes you coming to him in this manner. He has that come hither look.
Yep. Listen, Perry knows what he's trying to do.
Perry runs past him?
Yeah.
Okay. Following up behind you is the matron who is able to move about 50 feet a move. As she reaches Scar, she doesn't use her weapon, she just does a knee with an extreme raise and a high kick at the end. Okay, would a 37 hit Scar?
37?
Jesus Christ, dude.
That's a critical, I'd say.
Critical to the nuts, apparently.
Oh, God. Scar. All the men for like 50 yards.
I'm in shock right now. Because
You-
I put myself up to her and she just rejects me.
You literally see Scar rise up off his feet.
I've seen that happen.
How much damage could I take, man?
Huge amount of damage to your pride. Plus 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, that's okay.
And they call me low blow. What the hell?
And just gonna have a look at the critical effect.
I think you got to run for your money there.
Okay, so she's kicked you so hard in the nuts you've gone deaf.
What? Sorry, I gotta hear you again.
You're deafened until healed.
I'm deaf.
Yep.
What I'm hearing is that Scar is not hearing any complaint for the love of his life. He can continue the food.
Sorry, Jerry, that's what I was thinking right now too. Don't worry.
Oh my God.
I go.
And at that point then she continues on towards Parry. So, does Scar have any reaction abilities?
Besides vomiting and going into a fetal position?
He might be doing that right now, yes. There might be no little scars in his future.
Yeah.
I think I was about his rage, honestly.
About now would be a reasonable
Now,
time to use
now,
it.
Right,
come on. Hold the rage count as love rage, or do you just look at it as a combat rage? How does it work?
Well, if hers was a love rage, she definitely did a love tap.
Okay. going to use my... Oh, that's bad. I think it's reaction. Let me double check this reaction.
Your reaction has to be able to meet its trigger to kick off.
Yeah.
Pun intended.
Yeah.
One action for rage was if I've been in initiative.
You're not in initiative, so you missed your chance for that one.
No, but no, really.
Okay, so
That's it, mate.
she rushes past, and then it's Scar's turn. As Scar is probably on his knees on the ground, prone.
I'm raged now. Because I think it's my rage.
He's not Queenie. Like, he can't hear himself, Queen.
Well, that's what I said, on his knees prone. Whether he's whimpering or making other noises.
While I don't realise I'm deaf just yet, I go, God, this is so hot. So I'm just turning to a rage of a lust rage.
Yep.
And I'm going to chase if I can kind of grapple and tackle it if I can my 40 feet of movement.
Okay, so at 40 feet of movement, after you do an action to rage, an action to stand up, and 40 feet of movement, you're 10 feet behind her. She is outrunning you. She's the fast one. Making you work for your love.
Yeah.
Hey, baby, you don't have to be so tough and rough. That's what I say at that. So.
He's just playing hard to get.
And Andre, so from the doorway, you're seeing all this happen.
I think you just have some popcorn balls, but anyway.
Yeah. Did you hear Gar started to speak with a French accent?
No, he started to speak with... It was a high-pitched accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never seen this happen. Have you, Willie?
Willie's not beside you.
No, I've kind of jogged on, not a full move or whatever, but I was still moving towards Scar.
Oh, okay.
And you can see Parry and Willie are almost beside each other. One running the other way. One walking casually towards his doom.
Right. So much for stakeout. With all the commotion and that, everybody's probably watching this.
Yeah, this is definitely not gone to plan, and the thing that Ruth is most annoyed about is just the fact that even though she was still, the kids still supported her, which I don't know if that says a lot about me or a lot about the kids.
I got the impression it was that they didn't spot Hill and Rock River. They went to open the window to get some fresh air and pushed you out without realising you were there. And
Well, the alarm happened after they pushed the window open. So,
I'm actually going to see if who's actually taking notes of this chaos that's involving in front of the tower.
well,
most of the population's enjoying the free entertainment.
You are hearing the sounds of alarms being raised in various parts of the district. Apparently, assaulting the orphanage is one of the few things that will rouse up the area.
Don't mess with the kitties.
We won't though.
The good thing I can't hear that, so I don't care.
And so, while you're noting that, you do see that lights start coming closer as people are bringing lanterns towards your location. Okay, so what is Willie doing as you're seeing this big matron with this huge 6 foot long cleaver?
I drop into Tiger style, but I hands out because I've got no weapons because I'm a monk. I don't need them. But look, I've got no weapons, and I move, so I'm not in her way. And
You leave Parry nice and open?
I'm saying, what's going on, Parry? Parry's like, all this blood's coming out of him from the 2 hacks he copped.
3 hacks.
I am profusely bleeding right now. And as I zoom past you, it's like,
She's gonna catch you, buddy. What's going on?
And what is River doing in the meantime?
Trying to avoid getting spotted by these people coming out and about.
Well, you're right next to the door to the tower.
No, I'm not going in the tower. That's a bad idea.
What could go
I'm
wrong?
going off the door right now, honestly.
No, they actually just running around the tower.
They ran around the tower to begin with, and River had to circle the tower to stay out of sight.
So they're running from the orphanage past the hospice, I think.
They ran from the orphanage past the insane asylum and have now River has passed between the hospice and the tower by hugging the tower. And has noticed that the orphanage has lights on the inside and outside as people are trying to discover what's gone wrong.
All they need to do is the kid just needs to say that they didn't see anyone anyway. Yes, I agree, Theron.
Yeah. I can't hear her out loud, apologies.
Yeah, I don't know whether I keep going around the tower and see if I can stay stealth on the edge of the tower. This is not going to plan, and I just have no idea what to do right now. Because either way, if I come off the tower, or if I go back towards the mental asylum, there's people probably out there now as well. So I can't get up on that building. I mean, I could go around and look.
Well, by this stage, you're going to have to pass between various onlookers. You're being backed into a corner of lights.
I can't backtrack around.
If you backtrack around, you'll be going into view of the matron.
Not all the way around, but towards the asylum.
Well, the matron has reached the point between the respite, the hospice, and the tower. So you've got to go between where the matron is to get to the insane asylum, or pass on the side of the orphanage.
Oh right, okay. Neither, which is a great option.
Or you could just scale the tower. I'm sure that won't go wrong. Or just run south and hope no one's watching you.
I mean, I'm thinking that might be a good option right now. If I try and stealth my way south, I can move half my movement speed on stealth, can't I?
As long as you've got the feet to do so, I believe.
I thought that the feat was full, like if you're stealth you can do your full movement, otherwise it's half.
I'm just looking it up now.
It should be.
Because I can't get that feat until next level, the one that's
Yeah, so I think you must be sneak.
It's half your speed to stride in a sneak normally anyway. So what is your stealth? And it's a secret check, so you don't know exactly how successful you are.
my stealth is plus 15.
Okay, you feel very happy with yourself, I'm sure.
Okay. That doesn't sound great, but sure. Let's roll with it.
I rolled, so I'm happy. Okay, so yes, you have gone that way. So now, Harry, you're next to Willie running.
Did you hear what I said to you?
Yeah, and I am continuing to run. And what Willie is heard flying past me is fuck.
She's gonna catch you, buddy.
How far away am I to the pillar?
From the pillar, you would be about 100 feet from the pillar. And she's currently moving 50 feet a move.
How far behind is she? Is she from me?
Currently, she's 10 feet behind you.
Ah, shit.
Angry matron.
Mm-hmm.
And you just had to piss her off.
Yeah, of course it did.
I thought the elf pissed her off.
Both did.
Both did.
So she doubled down on her rage.
She's 10 feet away, you said?
She is 10 feet away.
Right. I turn on the dime and cast Dizzying Colours.
Mm-hmm. Is there a saving throw for that?
Will save again.
What's the area of effect?
It's a cone.
Willie gets to make a will save a throw.
Yeah.
And I'm 10 feet behind her as well. Is that are you after me?
Scar gets to make a will save.
Wait. Where's Scar?
Right behind her.
By 10 feet behind the matron.
10 feet behind the
It
matron.
doesn't hit Scar. It's
Okay.
only 15.
Scar's lucky. It stops just in front of him.
Mm-hmm.
No, Jesus Christ. 18 as a will save.
Okay, and this time she got 13. She did badly this time, yes.
So she critically failed.
Hmm.
So the matron is stunned for 1 round and blinded for a minute. Willie, would you get 18? You are stunned 1, blinded for 1 round, and dazzled for a minute.
Okay.
Being blinded for longer is worse than being dazzled.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Dazzled, I imagine, is me just sort of seeing double and...
Everything is concealed from you.
I think no, dazzled was the fact that you are basically outlined in a shimmer, so you can't go invisible.
Oh no, dazzled is everything is concealed from you. It means that your eyesight is messed up with lights. Whereas the other one is completely blinded. Dazzle has no effect on blindness because you can't see anything anyway.
Yeah. Then if Harry's gonna hope this is gonna work.
No, what?
Harry is going to take a 10-foot move to his right,
Okay.
hoping the matron will continue to run forward.
Okay, on her turn there, she just stops sitting there with her arms wailing about in various places. As we move over to Scar.
I think she wants him now. So, being deafened, I don't know any difference. No one can tell me what's going on. I see her stop thinking, oh, she still wants me. She's trying to be chased. So I'm only 10 feet away. So, okay. I'm not sure how it's going to work. It's probably a grapple. I'm going for see if I can go for while she's stunned-ish. I'm going to see if I can hold her nice and close in a kind of a grapple kind of situation.
So this is going to be a snuggle struggle, is it?
Well, and give her a big kiss on the lips, using all my 3 move actions.
Okay, so you kiss the stunned person. It's like kissing the paralyzed person.
I know, but I'll put it in a hole in an embrace which is semi-grapple. When I call it grapple, yeah.
Okay.
Because I don't want to run away from me again. Yeah, do you want an athletics check on that one?
Or kick in the balls again.
You get to make an athletics check. Kicking in the balls can still be done in this position.
That is 27.
Okay, so yes, you currently have her grappled, orc handled, and had your way with her.
Yeah.
Andre is now up as you're watching all this happen.
Seriously, team leader, if this is not a distraction for you, I don't know what it is. Okay, so. And since I was raged, I don't have to take any points as well, so.
I'm sure you'll need it.
I can't actually try to work out what the hell's going on. So you've got the orc is just been love struck, chasing after another orc, while that orc is trying to beat the crap out of Barry. And what was Willie doing?
Willie basically had his hands up, was moving to the side, out of the direct line of the orc, when Parry turned and cast a spell that happened to catch me.
Okay.
And now I'm
So
going,
basically-
what
yes.
the hell?
Yeah, so basically Willie has been doing the clown rodeo thing, so basically trying to be a distraction and failing miserably.
He went out to support his friend.
I didn't want to get chopped.
So, anybody else actually coming out with the torches and that?
Behind you from the hospice, you can see the guy who greeted you at the door with a lantern. He pokes his head up beside you and then shakes his head with that, and then just you can hear him walking back in.
Before you go, do you know how to settle down the matron?
He didn't even know she could be settled down.
Okay. So what, she's a retired berserker, is she?
She's the matron. That's what matrons do. They go nuts at anyone who disturbs their kids.
Yeah.
That's what the matron. That's what the expertise from the asylum.
Yeah. That's why she's got that hatchet thing in her hand. Brenda the axe murderer.
Well, I can understand she going after Parry because he all, was it, buffed up and got oil. He does look some type of weirdo. So hanging around an orphanage, yeah, he typically screwed himself with that decision.
And he didn't even knock to let them know he was there.
Yeah.
And while you're having that discussion with him, Willie, you can't see anything. Everything's just flashy lights in your eyes.
I got my hands up.
You're not even sure if this orc's still coming towards you.
Keep moving out of what would have been the way, as far as I can tell. But I'm not moving particularly quickly, just enough to... And I've still got my hands up.
Okay, so Swift, you're now out of sight of everyone. You can hear in the distance the bells of alarms going. But that's all behind you, so you're perfectly safe.
Quick, throw your spine-severing poison dart.
Yeah. Kill a matron. What could go wrong?
Oh yeah, that would just be like
Incredible witnesses.
to top off the night, yeah. Just like really cookie goosey, but that's fine. I don't want to go back and watch, but I kind of do.
Why? Because this is like a car accident.
Yeah, pretty much.
We'll have to find where all the bits of Parry go so we can collect them all up.
Okay. You can circle back around to the big pillar. It'll take you a couple of rounds, but they won't associate you with what's happening.
I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna try and get back around and kind of pretend to be mingling with the people trying to find out what's going on.
Okay, so Parry, your spell is quite successful.
Yep.
She doesn't seem to be moving.
I'm gonna take this advantage and try and cause a diversion by screaming at the matron in Orcish. Someone else is entering the orphanage. I'll just scream out like, I just saw a shadow on the orphanage.
They're after the kids!
Yeah, you gotta protect your kids!
Okay, so she tries to grab Scar's head and twist it.
Scar!
Okay, so that is a 25.
Just got me.
No chances of automatic miss for being blind?
Well, basically, he's just kissed her.
True.
Yeah.
True.
It's not like she has to look far for the head.
Yeah.
Okay, and she does 10 damage to your neck.
I'm grappling her. How can she do that?
You haven't pinned her. You have stopped it, held her in place. She's using her hands. She has dropped her weapon.
Oh, so I thought I had a hands held when I kissed her. Yeah, okay. I should have mentioned that.
Grappling immobilize someone, but doesn't stop them from using their hands.
Yeah, okay. So 10 points?
10 points.
Yeah, it's not temporary 10 points gone.
And she tries to do the whole knee up again.
Why not?
Okay, so that was a 36.
Jesus.
Yeah,
rolled better than the first
how
one.
it rolls. She loves my groin, that's all I'm going to say. Yeah.
Was that a crit?
That was a crit on 23 armor.
Okay, so
I'm already deafened. She knocks me out, I'm okay with this because I feel that's kind of just plain hard to get.
okay, so she's just given herself momentum on her kicks. So she now has a bonus to the next attack against you.
Okay, how much damage did you do that kick?
That time she did another 10 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay, there's that.
And she's going for a uppercut.
Knee, uppercut.
Okay, her uppercut only hits armor class 20.
I feel like it's a love tap, okay?
But she is working hard at it. And that brings us to Scar.
God feels like he's not getting the same reception he thought he was getting from her originally. After getting hit in the head.
She seems very agitated and upset, and is not looking at you at all.
She doesn't look at me, no?
No, it looks like she appears to be blind. She's missing your entire charms. She's blind, you're deaf. That's an interesting combination.
Yeah.
Can I kind of, well, I suppose, move a bit away from her for a little bit?
That means you release her.
I release her, yes, I do. And I just go.
Okay, as you step away, she has a reaction and kick.
That's fair enough. I'll pop that. I was expecting that.
That one is a 34.
No, correct. Go ahead. I'm used to it now.
Doing. Looks like it's going to be a bit of damage this time.
Okay.
Okay, so apparently it is quite the bell ringer as she strikes you with a 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Something like that.
You are now sickened 2 and stupefied 2.
Yes, I'm stupefied with the... Okay,
Apparently you're lovesick right now.
Okay, I'm moving a bit further back going, whoa, I say out loud, I don't know whether she hears or not. I thought she was showing interest in me. Am I mistaken in this whole thing? I mean, I can't hear whatever she says, but I'm just going to spend 30
Good
40
chance you can't hear what you're
Move
saying
back on
regardless.
and just say, hey, I thought you were running towards me. Oh,
You're realizing you can't hear your own voice anymore.
I don't know. Maybe this is, I'm thinking I'm in a trance of love or something like that. I don't know, different, okay? So, but I'll go a bit of a distance away from her, just going, why, baby, why'd you do this to me?
Okay, and Andre, you're watching all this. And the guy is sort of saying he wants nothing of this, and he's trying to head back into the respite.
The old guy.
Yep.
Yeah, understandable.
He suggests coming inside, locking the door, and pretending nothing happened.
Before he gets seen by the matron and has to answer questions.
Does Andre agree?
Do agree, but there's certainly got people injured as well.
He says inside or outside, make your choice.
I'll go outside.
Okay, you hear the door shut and lock.
Honestly, so how did we calm down Scar?
Gar's getting pretty calm down on many years than us right now, so I'll be honest about that.
Possibly with a water gun.
I'm trying to work out a way of calming the matron down since we have to deal with you.
Well, I'll move away from her so she's not within kind of hearing distance, and all of you on the outside say, hey, settle down, I thought you loved me, or something like that. So, not thinking I'm thinking I'm saying that out loud, but I don't hear anything about it, so, yeah. And I feel a little bit not the best at the moment either. So.
Andre can see that Scar is limping along.
Is he within 60 feet?
Sure.
Okay, rousing splash on him.
What does rousing splash do?
Cooling water in his face.
Yeah, it gives him 3d4 temporary hit points.
Roll them up and splash his face. Does it have any sort of scent as you splash him in the face?
Yeah, a rosy scent.
Rosy scent.
Okay, how do we work out how to roll dice on this stupid thing? It's D20s.
I can do 3d4.
Yeah, just roll 3d4.
So that's 2, 4, and 4. So that means 10 points.
Yeah, I'll put it down.
10 hit points.
Okay, as you do that, Willie. You can now see. Everything's blurry.
Where is everyone?
Well, you can hear Scar moving about. You can hear the matron angry and foaming. You also heard Parry yell out, someone's assaulting someone's breaking into the orphanage.
Okay. How dark exactly is it?
Well, considering the light levels are slowly growing.
That's due to the lanterns and shit that are coming closer.
That is correct.
But the actual light level at the moment
Is dark.
So, okay.
You've got vague shapes with lots of sparklies everywhere due to the wonderful spell.
Yeah.
The happy spell.
I'm gonna move a little bit closer to the matron. If I'm gonna assume the hulking large thing that's sort of thrashing around a little bit is her.
You step on a huge cleaver.
noted, but I step over it, and I'll just move closer to. So basically, I put myself between her and the cleaver,
Mm-hmm.
and I'll just basically stand there, Toga style, going. Why the fuck can't I see in the dark? This is bullshit. Oh, actually, no, I won't do that either. So I stand there, going.
Okay, so River is moving around the pillar, bringing us to Parry.
I'm hoping my diversion has worked once Scar's let the matron go.
Well, she doesn't seem to be able to see where she's going.
Harry is going to signal to Willie and Scar to hide behind the pillar. Just not saying everything. I'm just gonna. Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna wave over. I'm just gonna say.
I can't see shit. I don't even know anything about you.
I thought you could see now.
No,
Everything is concealed from him for a minute.
but even still, I can't see in the dark.
There's that too.
And I wouldn't be looking your direction either, so I'm deafened too, so I'm not sure that's going to help. So. I'll be looking at the matron, that direction, not looking at you at the moment. So,
Okay, you see the matron is swinging her arms around trying to find whatever has been assaulting her. And arms going over Willie's head. Even though Willie is quite tall, she's sort of swinging up a little too high.
Yeah, typical Willie, you know, just doesn't get a hit, but yeah, of course Scar does. So, yeah.
I guess do we like nobody's going to go into combat, so do we need to continue initiative?
Depends on what.
Well, Harry's going to hide before the blindness wears off because.
Good plan.
Yeah, reasons.
Yeah, reasons.
Okay, so in that case, what is Parry and Willie going to do? Because Parry can lead Willie away.
I want to be outside of her flail range, but I want to be.
I'm just gonna take Willie behind the pillar, outside of eye range, and just hopefully, because when she becomes not blind and doesn't see anyone, hopefully she'll just go back to the orphanage.
What about Scar?
I can't really drag him. I'll hold his hand and I'll be his seeing-eyed wizard. I'll be his walking stick.
You're a service wizard.
Wait, no, he's not blind. He's deaf.
He's deaf. Yes.
I'll still just go by the hand and we'll just go behind the pillar.
Does Scar allow himself to be led off?
I feel this is very flirtatious, like over, yeah, based in my love range. But Scar goes, oh, well, what? And say a couple of things and just kind of follow if he would just argue with the whole situation and how much that he thought he found the love of his life and was going to marry her. All this was in his mind at the time. So.
Well, hey, I'm sure you'll end up later having interesting conversations.
I mean, words I can hear again, yeah, I'm not sure about that.
Okay, so yes, you see them get led off in a vague shape. Not sure which orc's being led off, but an orc has been led off.
Oh, the big one's still in front of me. So I know that's her and that's Scar.
You hear the wincing of Scar going.
Yeah. As he cups himself.
Scar goes, oh, she was so strong. And I wouldn't, not wincing because I'm still over. I mean, 3/4 of the health of her still. So I was like going, oh, that was so exhilarating. You know what I mean? Yeah, I would say that kind of thing. So.
And I'm going to try to talk to her.
That's how orcs kind of do the mating process.
Okay, so while you fill Parry's head with all wonders of orcishness, what is Willie doing?
I'm trying to talk to her.
Okay. And what is River doing when she comes in sight of Willie having deep and meaningfuls with a blinded orc?
I wouldn't go that far.
Well, from a distance.
No deep and meaningfuls. It's like,
Calm down!
No. Lovely lady, what seems to be the problem? My name is Willie. Is there anything I can do to help you?
She goes, Peeping Tom, pedophiles.
Where? Who? What?
I was chasing them. They had they were trying to get into the orphanage.
Bastards.
I hit them with my blade.
Good job.
But then they hit me with magic.
Yes, I've been hit by some of that as well. It's annoying. What can I do to help you?
She will pay you 50 gold to bring her his head.
I don't know where they've gone. As I said, I got hit by the same spell.
Well, if you saw him better than she did, as he ran right towards you.
I'm human and I don't see well in the dark. My apologies. I think I may have let you down, my dear.
Okay, so she seems a bit gruff and upset, and
Understandable.
she will go look after her kids.
I say, because she's blind for a minute, and I'm dazzled
For a minute.
So basically, I say I moved back to where I think her blade was, and I'll step on it. So it goes tink, 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 and I go, I think this might be your blade, my dear. Oh, that's big. If you just follow the noise.
The dazzled leading the blind.
Yeah.
Yep. So yeah, she picks it up eventually.
Yeah, I try to get the handle up so when she moves forward, she goes into a hand.
It's interesting that it's most of your length.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's only a little bit shorter than me. And then I'll guide her as best I can towards where I think the orphanage is.
Yeah.
I'm assuming the doors are open, so there's light coming out.
There's lots of light coming, and you can see some of the helpers coming over to help her back.
I'm trying to, yes, be careful of the step, and I say, oh, some of your friends are coming, it seems. We're over here, quick.
Okay.
The matron needs some help. And
You recognise...
I don't even know she'd be called the matron, do I? This lovely lady needs some help.
And as you see some, one of them looks like she's dressed up in the clothes of Calistria.
Calistria. Oh, cool. So I guide her towards this.
Get my friend, come. Let's get you back into safety. And she sort of looks at you, sort of has that sort of, not really too sure about you, but hey, you're male, so...
I give her a smile and say, if you could look after her, that would be great.
I will see her safely home.
Excellent.
She thanks you even though you're male. Which she says in her thanks.
Sure. I'm not sure what that means, but...
Most males are pigs, she says.
And I sort of think of parry and go, what can I say? Anyway, my name's Willie, by the way.
She looks you up and down and goes, couldn't you be named after your appendage?
I don't understand.
Says most males seem to think that their appendage is everything.
I look at my fist and go, it's alright. It'll get better over time.
She laughs and pats you on the shoulder and says, better to be ignorant than to be willful, she says.
Yeah, my wife says that.
Smart woman.
Very much so. Smarter than me, that's for sure. Anyway, I wish you the best of luck and hopefully a better night. And maybe we'll meet again.
Apparently we have had a altercation of someone trying to break into the orphanage.
Yes.
Happens every week or so.
Why?
People like to kill kids.
What? That is sick.
Or do other things to kids.
That is sick.
Which is why we have no tolerance.
That is absolutely fantastic. That is sick. This city, unbelievable.
Yes, well, she has flayed 3 would-be infiltrators.
Flayed.
Mm.
I love it. It's great. Well, the female orc, I pat her on the shoulder and say, "Keep up the fantastic work. That's great. The both of you, good job."
She gives you a shoulder punch.
Ah, thanks.
You sure something is going to be a big bruise later.
Thanks.
And she gets led back to her place.
Yep. And I'll turn around and walk back generally towards where everybody else is, I think.
Okay, and River comes up to you because, hey, everyone else has moved elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
River's like, well, that didn't go to plan.
No. I'll put my hand on River's shoulder and say, so, lead me to wherever the hell everybody else is. Why were you peeping at kids? What the hell is wrong with you?
No, we were perched on a windowsill.
Peeping at kids?
No, of course not.
What?
Watching the damn stupid tower that's going to be the absolute bane of my life at this point.
Well, I think at this point we're completely wasting our time and we should head back to, home base, rest up, and then come back, assuming there's absolutely anything for us to find in the future. Because if it was me, I would have left by now.
Yeah, I think you might have a point there.
Unless, of course, you rush in now that you've made all this commotion.
Well,
I mean, well, that'll be the last thing they
a
expect,
major
right?
hack to bitch. It's like,
Yes, not the tactical advantage you'd hope for.
no, not at
Okay.
all.
Well, I'll now go up to Willie.
Mm.
Yes.
And I'll just see that we have a elf.
Yes.
How badly injured is she?
Well, he's not injured at all.
I'm gonna have a bruise in the morning, but
No, not Willie.
Oh, it took like 19
What?
points of damage.
Oh, River's got damage, yes. The elf was surprisingly good.
Not as bad as Perry. Like just don't mind me. I'll heal up in time.
It's only a flesh wound.
it is but a
Yeah. But Perry took a bit more of a beating than I did, so save your magic for him.
You see Perry in the corner, curled up, going, "Never listen to the rogue again. Never listen to the rogue again. The window was a bad idea. Never listen to the rogue again."
Okay, well, I'll cast heal on Silver.
Okay, casting heal on Silver. You watch as you're surprised nothing closes up.
Ooh.
It doesn't work.
Your healing magic has no effect on the wound.
Okay.
Great, cursed item way.
Is that because we're next to the tower at the moment?
You have no idea.
Okay.
Why might your healing magic have not worked, priest?
Let's see.
Sounds like you need a doctor.
Does Pharasma have the shits with Silver?
Oh, probably.
I know most of the party does, but I don't know that a god would.
If Perry is like, "No, listen to the rogue again," this is gonna be like, and never try reconnaissance with someone ever again. Gonna stealthy with a friend again.
Okay, so. In that case, I'll. Which will be better? Do better medicine than administer first aid?
You can try that. But if you do, you generally don't do battle medicine if you have 10 minutes.
Okay,
That's
so.
right. You know you come back, so you might
Yeah,
as well do.
okay, well, I'll do a minister first aid then.
The main reason is if the
can we do
24
this
hours...
away from the orphanage?
Yeah.
'Cause
Yeah, we can do that.
You can take him back to a more civilized place.
Yeah.
And poor Fang comes up close to Scar and Girl, giving a look of like, you okay?
Fang's still up in the room.
Oh, sorry, Fang's not in
You
the room.
told Fang to stay.
Yeah, I did. Okay.
And now the doors have been locked.
I don't know what's going to happen to people in that room. I really don't know yet. We'll wait for the next session. Okay, I'll actually pick up Harry and carry him away.
You have trouble carrying anything.
Why?
You're still limping along somewhat.
Balls still hurt. And you're still deaf, aren't you?
He is, yes.
I'm deaf, but I'm not completely wounded. That's all.
You struggle to walk because there's extreme pain.
Okay, that's fair enough.
Balls are swollen.
Now that you're out of a rage, it really hurts. She definitely knows how to do a love tap.
And has my deafening gone away yet or not?
It has not.
Okay. I just keep talking to myself, going, I swear she gave me the eye. I really swear she did. And things like that. I'll wait after that.
Yeah, she's a lovely lady.
I can't hear you still. So.
You notice very quickly that Scar doesn't comment on what anyone else says.
I just talked about, I swear that she gave me Hawkeye. I've seen that Hawkeye before. Yeah. So, God, those muscles, things like that. So, yeah. All the way back to the Lady Eyelashes. Hobbling and feel like I need to soak myself into one of those horse bath kind of things just to tend to my nether regions. So, yeah.
Big pile of ice.
Yes.
If they have ice there, yes. Otherwise, I'm going to have a extremely comfortable night's sleep. So.
Okay, so for party reference, the damage from the blade won't heal with magic.
It's a wounding weapon.
It just doesn't seem to heal with magic.
way.
So, means that Pappy's going to be a while resting up.
Though all the damage done to Scar can be healed with magic, if you want to.
Yeah, most of that was done with knees and elbows and punches.
Yep.
Actually, I'll have to heal Scar anyway, so you can actually heal people, correct?
That is correct.
Yeah. So I will cast heal on him.
Okay, so how much do you heal?
3d10.
Do you have the dice?
No, for some strange reason, this app only has d20s.
Mark, would you like to roll 3d10?
I will find my details. So I'll just leave it. You're not saying what joke's going to fall off. I hope not. It's not going to be good. Every dice about 50. Uh, 16 points to the other.
Okay, so Scar suddenly has bright flashes of light as his junk reforms, as it had almost been turned to paste.
In a private area, I'll just make sure everything's in functioning order and not in front of everyone.
It's all red and tender.
Red tender, a few black bruises around it. I'm pretty sure I'll
And you might need to wash the orc blood out of your trousers.
Yeah, I'll just jump into the horse trough outside just to wash all out. Yeah. I'm old-fashioned like that. No shame. But
So you've had the biggest interest in another orc in a long time.
I'm still going. I have a feeling I might have to head back and apologise and just see if we can work something out.
Well, my character tells you what a wonderful orc she was, and big-hearted, and I was very impressed with her. I thought she was great.
And has this great football kick.
Yeah. She gave me this, and I sort of give you a slight wink. She gave me this tap on the shoulder. So I don't know. Could be something there if you know what I'm saying.
I give you a look of like, are you trying to cut into my action?
I'm married. My wife would kill me.
I've heard about your reputation, by the way.
What? My wife would kill me. No. No.
Oh, no, I've heard what you... Yeah. Anyway, other people mention it.
Now that's Parry. That's not me, that's Parry.
Okay, so after you've had some time with your friendly cleric patching you up as best as he can, you finally make it back to the Pathfinder Society where Andre leaves you. Did you want to have any last thoughts before we finish up for the night with Andre heading back to the temple to actually sleep?
That was a waste.
River's going to contemplate why everything keeps going wrong whenever she tries to do stealth missions with the party.
They are not thieves.
I am.
Scar thinks to himself about why our current leadership doesn't listen to him anymore. But anyway, that's another thing. Scar thought, we just went in the front door in the first place, we wouldn't have nothing.
So that didn't work, so I guess we're going through the front door next time, yeah?
I think that's where... See, what Scar said was the perfect opportunity. So. But anyway, if I'm still deafened,
no, you're not deafened once the healing kicks in.
Okay. And I just, when Philly says, I go, that's right, I thought that was a good option in the first place, but oh well. Oh, and I just realised, Fane's still in the bloody respite place. Uh-oh.
And it's time to feed him.
I'll leave that for next session, how hungry Fane gets. So, yeah.
Okay, does anyone else have anything else they wish to add before we finish for the night?
That's going to be the last time I suggest a stakeout.
That's the last time I let the party join me in the stakeout.
Okay, going on to end credits then.